And we are live.
Well, fine.
Never mind. I guess we don't get to hear it.
We don't get to hear now. Sorry. Have to wait for the break.
If we remember on
Now
the break.
I want to know. You
And
can't
see,
just start, hey, speaking of D&D stuff, and then not finish that sentence.
wait, is it because I'm not allowed to know because you're afraid I'll throw it against you?
No.
Probably.
I mean, Azerin already gave me the idea of bear spiders, so you're
Why,
you're welcome for
Azerin?
that one.
Something. Okay, fine. So something important that's coming up that Fox has already had the chance of looking at a little bit. Official Steam launch of Tailspire happens on the 14th of April.
Oh. Ooh. How much is it going to be? Do we know? Because I'm
Yes.
buying it no matter what.
I'm not sure yet. But the official early access on Steam launch was on the 14th.
Well, I'm going to mark that
pricing yet.
I'm going to have to mark that on my calendar and then try to find out exactly how to integrate it for the campaigns.
Slowly just migrate everything.
It's probably going to take some time.
It was pretty bare bones last time I messed around with it, but it was a really solid foundation that they were putting together. Most of the like flashy stuff and all the minis and various textures and stuff that can be added down the road at any point. I think right now they're still focusing on the foundation and they're getting there with it.
What was that other map program that you had, Fox? Or that you saw, the one where it auto generates the rooms for you?
Oh, that was, oh god, what was the name of that? I should know. I did throw money at them.
Yeah, because I'm looking forward to that one as well.
So they've officially done the entire desert village tile set, jungle tile set, chilling, snow biome, and swamp were the last ones up added.
The other one was Dungeon Alchemist.
Yes.
That was the one that just finished up their Kickstarter. They made a bundle of money off of that. See, their Kickstarter ended with £2.5 million pledged. And I think their goal was like $200,000 or something.
Wow.
I think they blew past every stretch goal available.
Yeah, and they did a really nice thing where they set their highest stretch goal once they saw how much the Kickstarter was kicking off at $1 million. And they said, we're not setting any more stretch goals higher than this, even if we make way more than this, because we don't want that to take our focus away from developing the product that we put on Kickstarter in the first place. And a lot of companies, I think, fall into that trap where they just keep adding goals over and over and over. I was quite happy to see that they did that.
I can think of one game that I bought early access to and bought starships from that fell into that category.
Ooh.
Is that Star Citizen?
Name names, but
No,
I'm pretty sure I know which one it is.
I think everybody knows.
It's totally not. Totally not.
I think he's having a seizure there. You all right?
Almost every guy in my life has made that same mistake.
I got it bought
I was
for me.
lucky. I was too poor to afford to do that, so I never got it.
Good for you. You steeped it.
I saw that. I saw that. I saw like their like everything on their roadmap and everything. Like, this game's never gonna launch.
Well, you were smarter than I, good sir.
It looked so. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're here to play about some Gnolls adventure.
Right.
Gnolls.
We're here to continue a very tragic story.
It's been a while since. Well, it feels like it's been much longer than it has. It's only been an extra week.
Yeah.
It was for me because I couldn't make it last time. But.
Yeah. We did skip last week, so there's that. How's everyone doing? It's been a while.
Tired.
Ready to
Excited.
play.
I'm ready to die.
Ready to do some axe dancing.
I have to fight without a shield.
You know, I've already
You
given you
have to
my
fight
shield.
without
I
a lot
can't
of
give
things
you
right
any
now.
more.
Just pick up
You keep
just pick up
breaking them.
just pick up Yixis and use him as a shield. He can cast
Yeah.
magic, so he counts as a magic item.
Perfect.
He's got shaman armor, right? He's got at least to be a reasonable AC shield.
See,
Yeah.
he needs to have the shield spell prepared, so that way he actually is a shield for you.
There we go. Yex, let's get on this.
That's so cute. I'm actually holding him by his scruff, and he's just like, shield.
Poor Yexus.
I love
We
it.
love Yexus, but
I don't even have shield on my list.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
that's not my problem.
I guess
That's
he won't
not
be
Isa's
wearing a
problem.
shield for very long. When it, oh, I broke another one.
The
No,
shield, right?
the strange thing is, I think I've got one of the highest HPs out of the group.
How did you?
That was
No,
weird
well,
when that
just have
happens.
Zara animate dead, and I can continue using them. I'm dead.
The last sorcerer that I played was the same way. They had like the highest HP out of the group, and there was like fighters and paladins and clerics and stuff in the group.
I don't know if he rolled really well or he just rolled really shitty.
I rolled pretty well, and I also put a lot in con because I didn't want to break concentration checks.
Fair enough.
So, I guess last session, how did you guys start off? I think we started off last session with Zara and Iza still in like an unresponsive state.
No, the last time we left. Wait, where we started off or where we left off?
Where we
Started.
started off. I
Yeah.
think we
Zara
started
was in
with the
unconscious.
watches for that night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zara was still in brain limbo.
And then Isa went into the dream.
Yeah, because that night was when Xerax finally took a night watch. And during that watch, he happened to spot a familiar looking mirage with a figure standing in it, looking directly at him. And in typical Xerax fashion, or typical Raven fashion, I'm not sure which it is at this point, he refrained from approaching the creature, and so it decided to approach him instead while he was stirring Sabira, who just finished her watch, so that she could confirm that he was seeing what he thought he was seeing. It walked right up to him and gave him a hearty slap across the face before turning around and stomping off into the desert and disappearing. You guys were, I don't remember if it was that night or the morning after, but you guys were able to identify that it was some sort of fey creature. And in the morning, Zara and Iza both awoke out of their stasis, let's say. Their cold, still prisons is essentially what they were in. They were in mental prisons. And that morning, Iza discovered that her food continued to turn to ash in her mouth. And Zara attempted to once again see into the possibilities of the future for the next 24 hours and was once again blocked by a gangly, grinning creature of some sort. And as you guys began to set off, you were interrupted by some sort of tear opening up right in front of you, and a creature forcing its way through this tear. Xerax identified the space on the other side of this tear as the void, which is the space between the planes that is known to drive mortals and immortals alike to insanity. The creature that stepped through this tear requested the location of the Golden Dragon Door that a few of you saw quite early in your journey. Eventually, you gave this creature the location of it, and you were rewarded. Each of you got a fancy ring that does fancy things, the details of which are in Discord if you don't have it on your character sheet. After the creature departed, you set out again and reached the obelisk. You discovered buried around the base of the obelisk was a whole bunch of bones of varying ages of different humanoid, for the most part, creatures. And that the obelisk had some sort of sliding puzzle on the side of it. But you couldn't manage to move any of the pieces or even record etchings or drawings of them, and eventually opted to leave the area and come back later. I'm gonna break some hearts here. All someone had to do was pass a DC 12 Arcana check to figure out how to work the puzzle. But nobody did. Nobody attempted.
Good job,
Detect
book
magic
nerds.
was done, and I was like, perfect, somebody's going to do the Arcana, but nobody did. But that's okay. That just means I get to use that puzzle in a different campaign. So, as you departed the area, the
I thought I'd have to
obelisk sunk.
legit do the puzzle, and I needed time. Okay.
You would have had to do the puzzle, but the Arcana check would have told you how to maneuver the pieces. It's okay. It'll get
Problem was, I was
reused.
playing a character that just didn't care.
The problem is nobody listens to the nerds. Everybody should start listening to the nerds.
Nah.
Feel that's a harkening back to a
No,
different
it sounds
game.
like the nerds had their shot right there and they
Yeah.
blew it.
Sounds like it sounds like the nerds once again dropped the ball.
So as you all departed that area, the obelisk sunk into the ground, leaving no trace of it being there, save for a small divot in the sand and the bones around where it stood. Further on in your travels during that day, you encountered possibly the densest paladin in all of Cliffside,
He's not my pet.
who was hiding behind a cloak of invisibility along with his two other companions, who were smart enough not to speak and not reveal their locations to you guys. You de-escalated the encounter and left him with a sending stone, so you could, I don't know, chat with the dum-dum like once a day.
Yeah, I've got the other one.
Yeah, you do. That'll be fun. Expect to get sending messages right in the middle of battle. As you traveled on, the tone of your day shifted rather abruptly as rain clouds quickly moved in and began to soak the surrounding area. And while you discussed looking for a spot to bunker down for the remainder of the day, your conversation was interrupted by the sound of a cry for help. Running off in the direction of the scream, you quickly came upon the familiar sight of Kay and his hunters, a few of which looked a little more dead than the last time you saw them. And they had pinned down to the ground a small avian woman that looked to be some sort of ravenfolk or a kinku. You caught a glimpse of an odd collar wrapped around her neck that you recall was being carried by one of the hunters in your last encounter with them. Though now it had some sort of runes etched on it that were glowing slightly. So the collar had been activated to do something. Kay himself was straddled over top of this woman with his hand in the air, claws bared and bloody, with a grin on his face. And as you approached, about 60 or so feet, I think you were, from the scene, the avian woman caught sight of all of you and screamed out for help once more. And that's where we're picking up today. And as she screams out to you, one of the other hunters in the group looks in your direction, and you see them kind of pat Kay on the shoulder and say something to him and point in your direction. So what are you guys doing at this point in time?
Zara's gonna call out to him, noticing the Raven folk. What do you got there, Kay?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Pretty pathetic fight over there. Well,
Oh, this isn't a fight.
obviously.
This is an execution.
An execution. Why? And what are you doing walking around with the undead?
As I said, none of your business, Pup. Be on
When
your
it
way.
comes
Unless, of course,
to the
you want to lend
undead.
a hand.
When it comes to the undead, it is my business.
You've never seen a witherling before.
I've seen these abominations enough. Why haven't you done away with them?
Abominations. They are us. They will be you one day.
They are abominations.
They're abominations.
Tell that to the matriarch that employs them.
I shall. I have told her before how I feel about the use of said abominations. How it weakens us. How it spits on the memory of those transformed into them. How it dishonors them. I thought you were someone who held our people's name and pride.
They
Sad to see
are
you
our
are
people.
just like the rest of them.
They're slaves.
They serve willingly. They are us.
Yeah, whatever. What about these little like bird people? What's up with that? Why are you attacking them?
Yes, what did this one do to deserve an execution?
This is what we are here for. This bird person. They are our target. We
Yes.
are eliminating them.
She sent you out here for that,
Oh,
He knows
yes.
for one small bird person.
right?
Seems weird.
Seems like you're not telling the whole story.
Hey, can you talk, bird
Seems
person?
like I don't have to.
You know, I've heard that sometimes people will use the matriarch's name and claim that they're doing something for her just to do whatever they want. Do you think this is one of those times?
I'm starting to think so.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
Wait,
like
what?
to ask her yourself?
Sure.
Yeah.
By all means.
You got a way to ask her? Because I sure as hell don't. Do I look like I cast magic?
I haven't.
Seems like it's your problem and not mine.
I'm
Be
gonna,
on your way.
I'm gonna use the Stone of Sending and
Okay.
reach out directly to Zael.
Okay.
There's a Gnoll here. K is their name. Looking to execute a raven creature in your name. Is this true?
You feel your message go through and reach its intended target. And in typical Zael fashion, takes a minute. But she does eventually respond. Yes. Kay and his hunters are there on my word. Leave them be.
Of course. Seems in her infinite wisdom, the matriarch once again has sent out this pact to execute something small.
Why? There's no glory in this.
What did it do, Kay?
Didn't the matriarch tell you?
You know her. Very few words.
So, obviously, it's not information that you need to know.
It's not
Now,
information she can deliver. The spell has a limited amount of words.
remind me, are all of you a part of our hunting parties? Are any of you part of our group of assassins, group of killers, group of hunters?
No.
I didn't think so. So this is none of your business. Unless you're looking to join, of course.
That's why I'm asking
You're
what
more
it did.
More than welcome to strike the final blow. I'm sure the matriarch would be pleased.
If this is such a dangerous ally that she sent you to execute it, I have means to make it suffer. But before I do so, I'd like to know exactly why suffer.
You see, this is the problem with pups these days. You all ask too many questions.
Hey, watch who
You
you're calling a
want
pup.
Too much information. We are killers. We do not ask why we kill. We simply ask where our target is. The matriarch sends us out. We do our job. We return. We get a new target. That is what we are. That is what
Mindless
she
creatures.
was at one point.
So you're saying if I come down there and help you, you'll take that as a possible initiation? At least put me on the list.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'll certainly pass along the information to the matriarch.
Isa, maybe you should cool it on the joining weird stuff thing. Hasn't worked out too great.
There's just something I can't let go. I've heard this thing calling out for help in my ears for the past couple days now. It has me curious.
Can we not talk to it? Hey, Raven thing. Can you speak for yourself?
And you see Kay kind of shift to the side of it so you can get a good look at this raven folk that is now pinned down to the ground with several hunters holding it down. And one of them has their hands clasped firmly over her beak so she can no longer speak.
Oh.
Spellcaster,
Her
I take
eyes
it.
are wide and she looks terrified.
I'm gonna look over at Zara and the group and be like, I don't want to disobey the matriarch, but this doesn't feel right.
Something's not being told to us.
Well,
I just hate this group.
I don't like it either, but
her
honestly,
mouth being
what are we gonna
sealed.
do?
Okay, is it casting spells?
Your call.
Not anymore, it's not.
It's spellcaster. Wonderful.
Can I do a check to see what they put around her neck?
Sure. You can give me, because it's you and your knowledge, you can give me either Arcana or History.
Let's see here. 22.
Was that Arcana or was it History?
Oh, I'm sorry, history.
22 History? Yeah.
It would be a 19 if it was Arcana, but I did history.
Looking at it, you recognize eventually what this object is. And it is a collar that is designed specifically for use by the hunting parties of Dagger Tree that they use to employ when they're hunting a mage or a caster of some kind. And once it's placed around someone's neck and activated, it essentially cuts them off from the weave. It is like a localized anti-magic field that is stuck just around the one person that the collar is put on. And it acts much in the same way as a cursed item, where it can't just be removed easily by that person.
Okay.
Just from a lore standpoint, I kind of have a feeling I know who this Raven folk is.
I have an idea
think-
too.
I think Rojan probably does know who this is.
Look,
So
guys,
Yeah.
what will it be?
I don't really like this either. But what are we gonna do? The matriarch sent them, and they beat our best fighters before.
Hey, now I was.
It's just a
this close.
fact.
I
They
was
did.
this close.
Were you though?
I
They didn't
rematched.
really
I'm
look that
feeling
hurt.
it. I'm feeling it today.
Cena, they didn't look that hurt, and you were doing your best.
Oh, you didn't look
I-
close enough.
I walk over to Sabira. Both you and I know that this isn't the full story.
No, and I'm not a fan of their new company.
Nor am I.
You
If they're
guys
gonna
are
act like mindless slaves, they are no better than these witherlings. Either
Yeah,
way,
but
they
it's-
need to be
Guys,
taken out. If nothing else,
speaking-
the witherlings need to be taken out.
It's
quietly
quiet.
to each other.
It's quiet. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
you
stage
see
whispering.
Kay stand up and start walking over to your group.
Xena
well,
will
easy
walk forward and
bro.
meet him. Xena walks forward.
If it weren't for the undead with them, I wouldn't care.
She makes small talk while they're having their quiet conversation. Xena's just making some bravado talk about their fight last time. I almost had you, you know it.
And Kay is totally going along with the conversation and having a great time. Because he's, as far as you can gather, his disposition towards you guys is the same as what it was when you last departed. So after the fight, after you guys kind of spent the night in the same camp, like he doesn't have any evident hostility towards you guys.
I'm more going to where Zara and Sabira is. I look at Zara and be like, it's your call, but if you want to stop it, let me at least get closer.
I'm curious. For one, about the Raven. She would send so many after one bird. And then
Could be a dangerous bird.
If
It's
nothing
a
else, I
bird.
would like to take out their undead slaves.
same.
But that would anger them, and we would have to deal with them, which
We could always deal with them and then take the bird and make our own decision on what to do with the bird.
I don't even care at the moment. Just want to take out those witherlings.
In the course of my bravado talk, I would also like to start weaving in an attempt at persuading him to tell me more about why the matriarch is sending someone as strong as he is after such a weak little bullshit thing in front of me. Like I'd like in the course of kind of talking our fight up and stuff, I'm gonna weave that in and try to persuade him to give me some information about that.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion and also roll me a perception.
Okay. Okay, persuasion. 13 on the die, plus 1, 14. Not bad. Perception. Oh, good roll on that. But a -1, so 16. Not bad.
Okay. So with the perception, as you are talking to Kay, you notice that his right ear keeps kind of turning and flicking a little bit in the direction of your other companions that are stage whispering behind you. almost as though he's listening to their conversation. And with your persuasion during the bravado talk, he does let slip that this particular target is associated with an old enemy of the matriarchs.
Hmm. I'm gonna, noticing that, I'm gonna be like, can you give us a moment, please?
Only just one.
Yeah.
Make
Thanks.
it quick.
And I'll go back and be like, you guys are being kind of loud.
So,
Just saying. Also, he said that the thing is some sort of associated with some old enemy of the matriarch.
I'm whispering, so unless he has some super crazy hearing, then
I would just
He
assume
has a
heard you.
nat 20 hearing, just for the record.
yeah, that'll do it. That'll do
Yeah.
it.
Tina just says, I would just assume he heard you.
so the rumors are true. Getting weaker.
How you guys want to play this? I'll back you up no matter what, but there could be some bad ramifications from our actions here with the matriarch.
I care
Can
not
I
about the
do-
raven. I only care about the undead.
Can I do a check about how much knowledge I have behind witherlings?
Yeah, sure. You can give me history or religion or nature or arcana. Any of these would give you information.
I'll probably do history.
I'm pretty sure Xena knows jack and shit about these things too. But I'm just gonna roll 2 for curiosity's sake. And I got a 4.
I got a
Bring it.
23.
I know nothing.
All of you do have basic knowledge of witherlings.
Oh.
Witherlings are as old as gnolls because they are gnolls. It is simply what happens to some of them after death. It is usually or previously it has been seen as a gift that was bestowed upon them by Yinogu to be able to serve even in death. And that is a gift that has been employed in every known tribe of gnolls for all time. They are still even seen in Wraithscast and Daggertree, New Daggertree to this day, though perhaps not as common as they were like 100 years ago. You do still see the occasional witherling wandering around the settlements. Mostly they are employed in war bands and hunting parties. Gnolls that have given themselves to their leaders to the point where they feel privileged to continue serving in death until the task that was given to them is done. And at that point, they are either sent out into the world to do what undead do, or they are killed by their companions, essentially.
I don't think we have a problem if we wanted to take out the witherlings. As much as I hate to admit it, I think their hunting party is quite strong. But it will cause a fight.
She's confirmed that they're under her orders. He's not lying. He's been truthful to us.
I don't have to agree with it, though.
No, I do not agree with it, but
I don't
look
really
at
want
them and look at the rest of us. We are vastly overpowered.
I hate to admit it, but I mean, I'll scrap if you want me to scrap, but I don't know if all of you will make it out.
You hear Kay at this point, who's been standing there at a decent distance, just staring at you guys as you're speaking, and calls out, "So what'll it be? Are you being on your way? Are you going to join in? Or perhaps are you going to plea for this little raven's life?
Plea, like you would listen to us.
I'm all ears.
Not worth the
Xena
breath. Nope.
tells me that she's an associate of an enemy. Why not take her back and let her face the matriarch? Fight for her own life against the one who wishes her dead.
That is
That'd
not
be
the
more
job we
honorable.
were given. The job we were given was to track her down and eliminate her.
Have you ever questioned why? Why would she not just want to face this
Not our
thing by
place.
herself?
We are a tool of the matriarch.
To
We
be
are
our
doing
Snickers.
what tools do.
Oh, you're a tool, all right.
Sparrow.
But he said in
Laugh
time
all
simply
you want,
agrees.
pup. This is what has made us strong and made us great.
If you say so.
I do.
She's
Though
always
you
like that.
mindless.
A moment.
Mind her.
I'm gonna pick up the vital speculum that she's got. Put it up over the eye and look at the bird.
Okay, and you see that the bird is giving off a bit of an aura, telling you that she's quite heavily damaged. Are you activating it? Do you have a charge in it?
I have a charge. Now this gets rid of any negative effects on the creature, doesn't it?
It does. So knowing that, well, I guess, I don't know, did Sabira share with the group any information about that collar?
Oh yeah, she would have. If anything, she would have told Yixis and Zara about it, since they would be more familiar with magic compared to the other crew.
Okay, so knowing that it is an item on the target that is causing some sort of ill effect, you don't know if the speculum would deactivate that item or if it would just do nothing. You haven't tried it yet, and the identifying of the speculums didn't tell you whether or not it would work on an item. So you just have to go with your gut and hope that whatever you're planning works out.
She doesn't like the way it sounds. Just using the speculum, it's not verbal or anything like that. It's just
Nope, it's not verbal. There's no components to its activation. There's no visual component to it either. So if someone points a speculum at someone and activates it, unless you know what the speculum is, there's no indicators saying to other people that you've just done something.
and we haven't used these in front of them before, right?
I did.
I
I
don't
used it
believe
to
so,
end
no.
his rage.
Oh,
I used it in the fight
Oh,
against
that's right.
Kay.
that's
Yes,
right.
Yes,
So he's aware it does something.
Like I ended his rage.
that is correct.
You know what? I feel like causing some trouble. She doesn't really accept this whole thing. It's not sitting right in her mind. So yeah, Zara's gonna use the charge to see if she can't undo whatever is binding that little bird.
When
To
I
the
see
ground.
the speculum come out, can I move in between where Zara is and Kay is, just so I'm physically between them? Just kind of like circle around.
It's a bit of an aggressive
tall are you?
posturing, but
I think I'm only like I'm not very tall. For Gnoll. I'm taller than I thought I was. 7'10".
7'10". Okay, you can. He would still be able to see over top of you.
That's fine. I'm not trying to block his
But-
vision. I'm just trying to move around so that I'm physically, like, not aggressively, just shifting around.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Not being aggressive. I just don't know what Zara's going to do, and I don't want her directly in line.
So, Zara, you are activating the speculum, correct?
Yep.
Roll me a d20 if you would, and add your spellcasting ability modifier.
Ooh, that's actually a good one. That will be 23.
23, okay. So you look at the Raven folk through this speculum. You activate it. And the moment you do, you see a bright flash from the collar that she is wearing. And the moment that flash happens, you see her react and swat at the gnoll that is holding her beak closed to very briefly knock their hands off of her. And she speaks. She speaks an arcane word, casting a spell. And she vanishes in that moment, leaving behind the collar on the ground where she was. And she reappears about 10 feet to your left. I'm going to move everyone over to a map here.
Map time. Uh-oh.
Now, I do have rain going on this map. So if that causes a problem for anyone, just let me know and I'll turn it off.
Ooh, pretty. So she disappeared and reappeared back there?
Yeah, almost like she casts some sort of Misty Step-like ability, though usually
Okay.
a Misty Step will take items with you. So, something similar, but not quite Misty Step. I'm going to need everybody, as soon as I remember how to hear the turn order. There we go. Everybody to roll me some initiative as Kay immediately turns hostile towards everybody.
Whoa.
Yay.
How did that happen?
This is what I wanted.
Okay.
I'm conflicted. I don't necessarily like want to kill them, but at the same time, I just want to fight him. Maybe I can knock him out.
Subir wants to kill him.
Can I shift so
Totally.
I'm in between? Did I make it in between Zara and?
Yeah, feel free to reposition yourselves on the map there.
That's only open square. I'll shift there. Unless she moves. Did you roll like crap?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Here's
Is
my
it the
pink
worst?
sparkle
Is it the
dice.
worst score you could ever get?
Would there
Yeah.
be any chance to sell it to Kay that this wasn't our doing, or is it painfully
There-
obvious to him that the scouter
There is no
kind of
chance,
okay?
because he's
Because-
seen these things in use before. If he didn't see anyone use one of these speculums before, he'd be like, what the hell just happened? But he sees you pull the thing out, remembers back to when his rage was ended and how that made him very angry, and put two and two together. I have rolled 3 20s on this dice. That is
Put it
awesome.
away.
Unfortunately,
away.
it is not for the character that I wanted it to be for.
That's okay with us.
God, I was so conflicted because I know they're powerful, but it's weird. here. I don't like this.
This is gonna be a tough battle. Play smart.
Sure. You gotta know that her one goal is just to stand between Zara and the enemies. You gotta play smart.
Well, smart as Knowles can battle anyway.
I like to think that even if your intelligence isn't high or anything like that, gnolls are still battle smart.
Yeah. We got
Oh,
tactics.
yes.
Problem is her one goal.
The one thing my character knows a lot about. Fighting shit. Need to look
Character
up my
sheet.
wild magic thing.
I figured this may have been a possibility.
Fox,
I
you
did
should
go
just start
through-
having areas off the map so I can draw templates.
I should. I did go through during the week and give every single one of these hunters their own unique character sheet.
Because you knew there was a fight that was going to be had.
I knew that there was a pretty high possibility that something was going to go down.
Let's be honest with us, that's possibility is always high.
It's true. I think that is all of the groups. Nope, I'm missing one. Who am I missing? Oh, K. I'm missing K.
That's okay, he doesn't need a turn. He can just stand there,
I
get fumbled.
think so.
And we have our Aurora rings too, which may help us out in this battle.
He is so
Yeah,
shocked
use those
right
in
now.
combat.
Can't use it in battle.
They don't work in
Those
combat.
are out of combat only.
Mhm.
Poop!
Yeah. I was looking at that earlier. For
I stand
that
by what I
reason.
said.
I mean, yeah, if you guys live, you probably will need those.
Hey now. Yeah, I have a
Oh.
point of inspiration. Apparently, I've never spent since.
Yeah,
forever,
you've had
so-
that for a while, I think.
A really long
I still
time.
haven't. I still haven't
5 or
spent
6
my dragon
sessions.
inspiration.
I've not used it.
She was saving it for a
So-
rainy day.
I'm saving it for today.
K gets to go first.
My sparkliest dice.
As this raven folk vanishes from the clutches of his hunting pack and reappears on your guys' side of the battle map, K puts 2 and 2 together. And he looks directly at the closest person to him.
It's always easy.
Come at me, bro.
It's always Iza. Iza does a 22 hit.
Yeah? Yeah, that's...
He lunges forward at you,
I will use
biting down on your neck.
damage you do. So that'd be... Can I use parry to reduce the damage coming in?
You
Reactive.
sure can. You are going to take 12 piercing,
I'll reduce by 9.
and wow, this was a really bad roll.
That's okay with me.
6 acid damage. That was a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 2. I do need a constitution saving throw from you, though.
I can do that. I used to be able to do that.
And it is a poison effect.
Oh, we get advantage on this, don't we?
Yes, I think so.
Thank God. Oh. Much better. Sorry, small dice, small numbers, hard to read. That's a total of 24.
24? Okay, you're fine.
Thank God that was an advantage, though, because the first roll was a 1.
And then instead of making a claw attack against you as a follow-up, Kay is going to try to grapple you. So this will be his athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics.
I'll use athletics as well.
And the number you have to beat is 23.
I rolled a 19 with a +7. So that's
Nice.
26.
Very nice.
Who are you, buddy?
He's
You're
gonna
not in
follow
the
that
turn
up
order
with a
either,
second try.
Isa.
I am in
Unless-
the turn order.
Unless you actually rolled a 0.
What? There you go.
I was like, dang!
I took my name. I saw it go over. I saw it hit enter.
I
don't know
don't
what
think
happened.
you
There
had
we go.
negative dex.
Attempt number 2 is a 23 again on the grapple.
Again on the grapple. Okay. Oh, that's not as good. I don't think I'm gonna beat that. 18. So no.
18. Okay, he reaches out with his big clawed paws and grasps onto you.
Okay.
But that is the end of his turn. Next is the Raven folk. Raven folk is going to. Let's see. Where is. The Raven folk is going to mutter some things. Does anybody speak Primordial?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't. Dang it. I thought I did.
Nope.
Pretty sure I do. Yep.
Okay. Yixis, you recognize these mutterings as a very, very powerful incantation, which the Raven folk casts, and then suddenly there's a large burst of light a few feet in front of this Raven folk, and it lingers there in the air before emerging from it is a shining humanoid figure with long white wings and a glowing halo around the top of their head.
Did they
Holy
just
shit,
cast
she's a high
Planar
spell
Ally?
caster. Holy crap, that's a high spell.
Or summon celestial.
That's still a high spell.
Mm-hmm.
This
She's on our side.
Maybe
This
we don't know
spell
yet.
We don't know.
We helped.
She might think
Is
all rolls.
the spell that she used is called Summon Star.
Oh.
It is an 8th level spell. But that is all she can do on that turn.
As or no, Ken has.
Yixis, you're up.
With a very high-pitched yelp, he will take out that platinum coin and strike it with one of his claws, sending a spark.
Hmm.
Oh, I need the select button. That would be helpful.
Nah, you can move it with your mind. I know you can.
Fireball right there.
Okay, that looks like gets all of them. That is a dexterity save, right?
Yes.
Would Kay make a straight save since he's holding on to me? Or does that affect it somehow? Sorry, I'm curious.
It does not affect it at all.
Okay.
His big body is blocking you from the fire.
That's good, yeah.
K shield.
Hey, shield.
I turned someone into a shield today.
Oh, and
I win.
look, just like everyone else, every one of the other shields Isa has used, this one's getting damaged.
Yep.
What's your
Hey
DC?
now. Well,
Oh, I'm
mine was
sorry,
stolen.
it's 16.
It was stolen.
16?
The way I see it, if the shield's taking damage, it's at least blocking damage for me.
3 of them failed. One of the witherlings and the 2 hunters. So this guy failed. And
So those
this
who
guy
save
failed.
take half damage.
That guy failed.
But that is 31 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I myself will step further back and I will send my little tiny servant up there, and it's gonna go poke poke.
Okay.
Let's see here. See if he can even hit this guy. Probably not with that roll. 11.
An 11 does not do it, I'm afraid.
Did not think it would. So he goes poke poke and probably doesn't get noticed.
Alright, anything else from you, Yixis?
That is all I can do. Except
Xerax.
for, you know, look completely and utterly scared, mindless.
That's fair. You are muted, good sir.
Is this a 20-foot radius centered on a point?
No, that's a 20-foot radius centered on a square. The
Okay.
one that I have drawn is a...
Okay, it is that one.
Wait,
Just making
that-
sure.
the one I have... The fireball is a 20-foot radius
Centered on a
Yeah.
point?
on a point.
Yes.
Okay, I need that template then. Okay. So that's 4 by
4 by 8 in a cross pattern, and then do an extra diagonal square.
so like that. Like
You
that.
could just use my template, because...
like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Because that is going to go exactly where the fireball landed. For everyone's favorite spell, Spike Growth.
Oh, you read my mind.
I had a feeling that one.
Because
might come
guess
this way.
what
you
I
knew
have
this was
prepared.
coming.
Okay.
1, 2,
that
3, punch.
is-
The problem is all the casters got to go first here.
That's
Yeah.
a
No,
good
that's a
thing.
good thing,
problem.
because the
Womp.
fireball probably would have burned that up.
Well, most of the casters,
Yeah.
right?
Both the casters.
So
All the,
you,
all the
you
control
drop
spells.
drop that spike growth, and thorny tendrils quickly rise up from the wet sand beneath all of their feet. And that is now a whole bunch of ouchie squares.
And I am going to do. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? There we go. 10, 20. I'm going to sit there, and I am done.
All right, Ida.
I mean, I'm got this big guy holding on to me, so
You
I'm
do.
just gonna.
So you can use an action to try and break free, or you can just attack him while still being grappled.
I mean, I don't like I really want to move right now, so it's gonna be some claw attacks since I'm stuck up against him anyway. Might
Fair
as well
enough.
just grab wherever I can and claw. The first one is a 18.
An 18 will match, so that will hit.
Sweet. Oh, that's good damage too. That's 12 poison damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Also an 18. I was lucky. So.
An 18 actually will not hit on the second time,
Oh, okay.
because he has that ability that you noticed in your
That's
initial
right.
fight with him, where his AC goes up for every hit that he takes from an individual.
I will action surge.
Okay.
A few more attacks. You know what? Why not? I will. Can I make a trip attack while grappled?
You could try.
I mean, I imagine I go
if
down with them, but
Yeah, if it succeeds, you'll probably end up prone with him, assuming
Fine.
he continues to hold on to you, but I don't see any reason why it couldn't work.
all right, I'll make it a trip attack.
Just
Okay.
flails and
Ooh.
spins around him, getting him to an arm bar or something.
On the spiky part.
Yeah,
That was
It's
a
a
natural
hardcore match.
20 for a
a
27.
natural 20. Okay, that will certainly hit.
Nice.
I get an extra. Is it single D8? I think it's a single D8 for trip attack. It does need a strength saving throw, so we'll see if that works out or not.
Okay. Strength saving throw. He rolled a 24.
He does not roll prone. I need to add 6, 4. Didn't roll high on these die, but that's okay. It's another pause what I'm doing. So 4. Does the extra die damage from the trip attack also go for the brutal critical? Or is I only
Yes,
just roll
it
that? Okay.
Absolutely does. Weapon damage and any additional die that you roll from abilities or other such modifiers all get affected by the crit stuff.
That is 36 poison damage.
36 poison damage. Very nice.
And I have another attack. So let's see if this dice will fail me now. That's not gonna hit. 16.
That does not hit.
2 out of the 2 attacks hit. 2 out of the 4 attacks.
Okay. Anything else from you, Isa?
And then for a bonus action. Why the hell not? Just because we're going to use our second wind. So that
Never a bad
is.
idea.
Ooh, I rolled a 9, and it's plus my level, so that's a total of 14 points of healing.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
I'm going to.
Well, that
it
brings
was
it up.
shift Z to bring up the token, right?
Yep.
Okay. I saw Azarin request a look at the Witherlings. That is what a Witherling from the book looks like. These particular ones, though they have the Witherling tokens, they only died like a day ago, maybe. So they're still mostly intact with what they looked like in life, but if they stuck around for a few weeks, they'd start to look like the token Witherlings.
Nope. The second you become a witherling, all your flesh and everything completely falls off. Day one.
Just
instantly.
melts.
Well, I mean, they did get
it's
hit
ju-
by a
yeah.
fireball, so
It's just like meat off of like well-made ribs. It just peels right off.
Right off the bone.
I
Thing
can
looking good.
Every time something like that comes up, which it comes up a lot in
Yeah.
D&D games, I always think of that horrible scene from Saving Private Ryan where they just got hit by, I think, napalm,
Yeah,
and they go to pick
Oh,
up the guy,
no.
and
it just
No.
horrible. Anyway, Zara, you're up.
speaking of horrible, we're gonna do the 1-2 combo here, and spike growth is now going to be combined with plant growth to
Very
just
nice.
make a whole field of ouch.
Yeah.
Now it's a 100-foot radius, and I can direct certain areas to be unaffected.
Yes.
And I realize that this is a 95 by 95 map, 95 foot,
Yes.
foot by 95 foot, so I can cover the entire map if I wanted to. Correct?
You could.
Okay. I'm not. I'm gonna Bob Ross it here for a moment. So, everything that isn't in this little box right here is now covered in spikes. So we're protected. Rest of the field is now spiked.
Red box is the safety box.
Yep. Box of safety.
That's gonna suck for all my guys. But that's what makes that combo so awesome.
It takes two of us to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I saw the map and I saw people drawing, I went to my spell sheet and I'm like, I actually have plant growth that's selected for today.
Combo spells are amazing. Brief tangent here. I was in a campaign where we had 4 spellcasters in the group, and every one of them knew Thunderwave. And we were in a situation where we were basically part of a giant war between 2 nations, and we were on the front lines. So the 4 of us stood fairly close to each other. I think we were 80 feet from each other. I think the distance on Thunderwave, the sound wave, is like 100 or 300 or something. So we were like 80 feet from each other, and the first person triggered theirs. And by the time their wave hit the next person, they triggered theirs. And it was just this like 4 times the size and power thunder wave that happened on the front lines of a war.
Just a
And it was
sound
amazing.
wall.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was great. Combo spells, man. They're amazing.
Um,
All right. Anything else on your turn?
gonna take about 2 steps back and just wait to see what happens.
Okay.
Quick question, because I
Yeah.
know what's going to come up here momentarily.
Yes.
Does plant growth increase the damage they take?
I don't think we said that it does.
Yeah,
the
'cause
last time we did this.
Because it causes it to become overgrown, and and anyone trying to move must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot.
Oh, and
moves.
it's difficult
Yeah.
terrain, so
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I
Good
would
luck
say if in the future you guys did the combo and when plant growth or spike growth were upcast, even though they don't have an upcast thing in the spell description, if they were upcast and comboed, then I would say, well, let's maybe increase the damage on that.
That's fair. Okay.
All right.
It is super difficult terrain, though.
Yep. So, Xena, you're up.
Okay. I will rush up next to Iza. And I would like to rage.
Rage away.
And
What thing is the rage going to do today?
I don't know what to
So
find out.
exciting! I love this.
Okay.
A mobile suit descends from the sky.
That would be so cool.
What would be?
Okay, it's a 5. What's a 5?
All I can think is like a baby mobile with a bunch of suits attached to it that attack things.
Well, this is pretty good. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution. Haven't had that one before. Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's a
like
good one.
So yeah, yes, some sort of like aura. Let's call it this sort of pink sparkly aura just envelops me a little bit as I take my great axe out and do the classic Xena swing at
Start to dance.
the big
Dancing
guy.
in the rain.
Yeah. He's prone, right?
No, I didn't
No,
get him
he
down.
made that save.
Okay.
Mm.
I was hoping for a low roll. Hey, I got extra damage on that.
So
Crit.
my first roll is probably not going to hit. It was a 5 plus 8, 13.
That will miss.
Yeah. So I got a little excited. Missed. I'm also trying not to hit my friend who's currently being grappled.
A good thing to strive
I mean,
for.
just let me use him as a meat shield as you swing at me.
Yeah, but imagine, Iza kind of tries, we wiggle him a little better position, and the second roll was a 23.
23 will hit.
Okay.
I shifted a little, pulled him into the way of where I know your axe is going to hit next. We got this. We got this.
Yeah, we got this. There's my d12. Oh, 12 on the dice. That's nice. So that would be 12. 16 points of slashing
16.
damage.
Very nice.
And I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay.
And growl.
That will bring us to these two guys in the back. Which ones are they? They are these ones. Oh, they are those ones. Convenient. Okay. So you see the two guys in the back here. This one here and this one here. Both pull out long bows. And they pull an arrow from the quivers at their hips. And they aim straight at Kay. And they let those arrows fly.
Straight at who?
First guy
Kay.
at Kay, their
Oh.
leader.
Crater Knolls.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or alchemical arrows that like have steroids imbued on them.
Why do you have to put that kind of bad juju out there?
Because that's a
something
cool thing.
he would do.
And they both
DM's
hit.
like,
Nice. Okay.
actually, yeah.
Because
So,
that's a cool
these
thing.
arrows,
That's
I mean,
Fly
Tickle
straight
shoots us
towards-
and we get cured.
they fly straight towards Kay, and as soon as they impact, you hear the sound of glass shattering.
Oh, they've got the
And
glass
there is a light
arrowheads.
red mist that kind of bursts from the impact. And you see it kind of revitalizes Kay a little bit.
Oh, they've got the healing arrows.
Yeah. So this was actually the idea that Groudon and I came up with the healing bullets.
Yeah.
That Zael was working on and finished right before she left the group. Why wouldn't she give it to her own soldiers?
we didn't get any healing arrows.
Who here uses a bow?
I mean,
Also
maybe
true.
the ranger might decide to.
All right,
if he got
now.
healing arrows.
For 12 HP. And then those same two guys are both going to pull another arrow from the quivers at their hips. One of them is going to aim at Zerax, and the other one is going to aim at the Raven folk. So Zerax does a, pretty sure this does, but just in case. Does a 22 hit.
Indeed.
Okay, that is going to be not very much damage. That will be 5 piercing damage. And does a 18 hit the bird? An 18 does hit the bird. She is going to take significantly more damage than Zerax just did. Too many character sheets in the way. Move. Okay. 9 points of damage. And these guys are not done. They have one more trick up their sleeve.
They're gonna move, right?
They are
Totally
not
gonna
going to
move.
move. They haven't noticed the spikes with their passive perception because there is an actual perception roll for that. They haven't noticed it, but I mean, they're ranged fighters, so they're just going to stand still. Is
I guess this guy's gonna have to flash fuck you for them.
he is just within range? Okay.
Fox, just a reminder, any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast
Sorry.
has to make the perception check. Standing in it, you know.
Oh, okay. Still
They're very well aware they're standing
ranged,
in pain.
So yeah, they're just gonna stand there. But this one right here does bark some strange things in Gnollish, which I can't use as an excuse to not say anything because you guys all speak it.
Mhm.
He's gonna tell Kay to get his shit together, and Kay is going to use his reaction to make a bite attack at advantage against Iza.
Very well.
That is a.
Wait, is that thing a bard?
They have some fun stuff that I feel like was pretty.
ominous.
inspired by bards and what bards do.
Oh,
And
That's
I'm
pretty
at full
cool.
health right now. Full health.
yeah, that is pretty cool.
Does a 24 hit you, Isa?
You know, 22 hits. So yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
Right?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't in that 20. It was
Why can't
close.
things hit me? I'm the tank. I always go for
Isa
Isa.
keeps putting herself right in front of them.
She does.
He's
Does
a,
not
he's
have
a,
high regard for her own life, okay?
yeah, he's a stop acting as Zara's shield. Gonna get you killed.
You're
Xena
going to
always does
take
I'm fine with this.
13 piercing damage and 15 acid damage. I need a Constitution save.
Which dice do I want to use? I'm almost scared to use the same one, so let's use a different one. Because knowing my dice, I have to fail me eventually. That's a 16.
A 16 is going to fail.
I have a feeling.
You are poisoned for 1 minute.
Oh wait, I have advantage on that.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a poison effect.
17?
17 is going to fail. So you are poisoned for 1 minute. That means that you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
I already have disadvantage on ability check. Oh no. Yeah, I already have disadvantage on ability checks. It's on attack now.
Now, that is the end of their turn. Now it is these two witherlings here. And they are dumb creatures, so they're gonna move. I think. Are these the ones that are melee? There are too many gnolls on the board.
That's your own fault. You can just kill some off. It's okay.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
guys are melee.
And movement is 4 feet for every 1 foot they want to move.
Yep, it sure is.
Now, is that just plant growth that makes it 4 feet, or is that with the
That's plant
difficult
growth.
Yeah,
and
the
then
problem is
difficult
it's-
terrain on top of that?
it's difficult terrain plus that nonsense.
Yeah, so you're already half speed, and now you have to spend 4 feet for every 1 foot you want to move.
They do have enough movement, however, to... This one's going to get up to here, so he moved 3 5-foot squares.
Okay, I just want the total.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of damage. So he's going to take 20 points for his trouble.
20 points. That hurts.
There was a lot of fours in that.
And then the other one is going to move the same distance.
2, 4, 6, 8. He's going to take 16.
15. Okay. Still a not insignificant amount of damage.
They're being
And
tenderized.
Top one is going to make an attack against Isa. Well, actually, no. It has 2 targets. Let's find out. Which can
Hit the snake.
no, it's going to attack
not a
Isa.
snake.
Hit the sneak.
So it whips out a large 2-handed axe.
Of course it does.
That swing. Advantage. So it still might not hit. An 18.
It matches. So yes.
Okay, so that is going to hit. That is a
Wait, can I?
not a
Do I
D12.
have? I'm only going to use the shield, then it doesn't hit.
Oh, good lord. I grabbed the percentile, not the D10. I
Oh,
rolled
no.
it and landed on 80. I'm like, how the hell does this do 80 damage? I mean, I'm not complaining.
All right, I'm
but,
writing this down. Percentile weapon.
no, instead, it's going to do 6 slashing damage.
Owie. I hurt you.
And it's going to take a second swing. And one of them is a nat 20. It has advantage, so it gets a nat 20.
That's okay. This shit happens.
is
don't
going to
have
be
my reactions, right?
23 slashing damage. Unless
As
you've used your reaction, you should have reactions.
I used reaction when Kay was going.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Then you won't get it back until your turn.
That's what I thought. That was the brutal critical. It's 23.
That was the brutal critical, yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I take down the right number of points.
And he has one more attack, which is a bite
Alright.
attack.
Bring it.
It's an 18 and a 20, or another nat 20.
Alright. Can you do more than 3 damage?
Yes.
I got 3 hit points left. I'm down.
Okay, I'm not even gonna roll that damage then. You can't do more than your max, so you're not insta-dead, you're just down. So, everyone sees Iza go limp in Kay's arms. And where is one? Let's just put that on. And the one down at the bottom, in front of Xena, is going to make the same round of attacks against Xena.
Can I ask a random question that may not be okay, but I'm curious?
Yes.
When I see that third attack coming, do I have time to possibly whisper something at Kay?
No.
Okay. Worth
No,
an ask.
just in the nature of the way you're being grabbed right now, and how Kay is clamped down on your throat, essentially.
Okay, I know that makes sense.
Normally, I would say yes, because I mean, talking's a free action, but he's got his teeth around your neck.
That's fine.
So does a 24 hit you, Xena?
Yep.
It's not a percentile. 11 slashing damage, which I believe is halved because it's just a regular weapon. Attack number 2. Does a 21 hit?
Yep.
Minimum damage, that is 4 slashing damage. And he follows up with his bite, which is not gonna hit with a 9.
So, it was 4 was the full damage of the one before, right? So that would be halved.
Yep.
And then 9
Yeah, so you're
halved.
taking
Okay.
2.
And my rage effect is it every hit, or let's see, whenever a creature hits you with an attack before your rage ends. So every attack it takes 1d6 force damage. So for the
Yeah, and
first
he
attack,
hit you
6
with
points.
2. Ooh, max damage, nice.
Yeah, 6 points force damage for the first attack. Second attack, oh my gosh, another 6.
It's
I love
yeah,
you,
and that's
sparkly
force
die.
damage, right?
It's
That's
force.
force damage, right? Yeah. And
Mhm.
I don't
And
know
then-
of anything that has resistance against force.
Oh, yeah, I can't think of anything.
Oh, we got camera
Camera?
switched.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
That's okay. You can be
All your
easy
fault,
for a
man.
Third attack, 2 points
It
force
is-
damage.
Is it on every attack that's made against you, or just every
Yep.
attack that hits you?
Every attack whenever a creature hits you. So those 3
Okay,
attacks
yeah.
hit me, didn't they?
The last one missed.
Oh, the last one missed. I took.
Yeah.
Because I took 3 sections of damage.
Did you?
Yeah. They were all hits.
I thought they were all hits.
Yeah.
No, the last one missed. He rolled a 9 to hit on the last one.
Oh, I thought you said 9 damage. Oh, okay.
No. Damage on the second one was 4, and then he rolled to hit on the
Okay,
third
so
one,
then
and
just
it missed
2,
with
and
a
I'll
9.
give myself 4 points back. Because I thought it was 9 damage. Okay, cool. We good.
Okay, and that brings us to the one witherling in the very back, who is also not ranged. Oh, this guy's gonna have a real bad time.
And just for flair,
Okay.
I like to picture it as each time I get hit, these like just sparkly pink roses shoot out of force.
Love it.
Blasting them back.
I'm just seeing rose shrunkens now. Just
So this guy
Sort of
is going to
ethereal tuxedo
use
mask.
his sudden rush ability to give himself plenty of running speed. He's gonna take a lot of damage though. Get up to there. Moved through 7 5-foot squares. Raven.
Ooh.
We need more dice.
Sounds so painful. I've
I
moved
need more
through
dice.
thorn bushes before. It's so
Right?
Yeah, I feel like he's just gonna die halfway to his target.
He's like,
Yeah, they would have enough speed to get through that, wouldn't they?
They would.
God, gnolls are fast.
Yeah, they are.
There's the other D4.
Especially
So
this
how
guy
many
because he has the
how many
sudden rush.
squares?
So
7.
he adds 60 feet. Yeah, 7 squares.
7, which works out to 14 D4. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
Callie would just like look at this like, yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. I mean, now she just spread those
Does it
fiery wings
fly?
first
Yeah.
and go break the sound barrier.
9, 10,
Probably break her poor bones in the process.
16, 21. More dice coming.
It's gonna have to make her a compression suit.
She did ask the tailor for basically that.
Yeah. So they keep her intact when she breaks the
Says
sound
7,
barrier.
so that's 14.
Yep. So cool.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 31, 38 damage.
38. Okay, so this guy gets to about here before the thorny vines overtake him. And he crumples to the ground, and you hear the witherling bones begin to crack. As there's no life left in this undead creature. There's no unlife left in this undead creature. And that brings us to even more gnolls. What a surprise. These other 2 here on the board. Those are my other ranged guys.
No, they can rush us. I'm good with that.
I didn't even open their character sheet. No, I did. I closed it. Sorry.
Too many sheets.
Too many sheets. And they all start with just the word Gnoll.
That was smart.
This sounds like a you problem that you created.
You know,
A
it kind of
gnoll-based
is,
campaign where all the monsters are gnoll something.
right? Okay. These guys. They are more intelligent than their undead friends.
No, they're not.
They are slightly more intelligent. They are also going to pull out longbows. And they are both going to aim at Xena. That will be 2 attacks from each of them.
Hit me with your best shot.
He hits you with a dirty 20.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And he's gonna take 3 points of sparkly rose force damage.
You are going to take 10 points of ouchie piercing damage.
Which will be halved to 5.
And your movement speed is reduced by 10.
That's fine. I'm not going nowhere.
And
I'm
he's
not
gonna try
running into the
again.
bushes.
And I think he's gonna miss with an 11.
Yeah.
But then
This is
his
the only
buddy's gonna
circumstance
try,
when I want to get hit.
right? And he's gonna miss with a 10, but he's gonna try again. And he's gonna miss with a 6. All
Why
right.
can't you roll this
Those
low
guys
against
are
Jesus?
useless.
Xena
I mean,
just
come
looks at
on.
him like, really?
This is why I never attack Xena. It just never works.
So you
Welcome
pick
to
on poor old me whose dice hate me. All
welcome
the dice hate
to
me.
welcome to my world when I don't target Ash or Cal because they've got like a 92 AC.
Right?
Know what you're talking
Well,
about?
The thing is, I think Xena's AC is lower than mine.
Yeah, mine's low. 16.
It's just
Yeah, and mine's an
the
18.
aura of glory that she emanates protects her from damage.
Yes.
That that
I
is the
learned that
end
Aura of Glory subclass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the end of the hunting pack. So we come to Subira.
Eldritch fire.
I said it. Light the plant growth on fire. Make this 10 times worse for them.
Oh, that's the next plan.
I mean, it is raining out though.
Magic fire does magic fire get extinguished by water?
Continual flame.
I guess it depends on which spell you use. Yeah. Whether it ends up being natural fire or magical.
Now, would you be able to say if there was already a fire like going? Would you be able to stoke those flames with druidcraft to cause a bigger fire?
I think you'd have to
Asking
do
for a
something like
friend.
create bonfire. In order
I'm
to
more
make them-
concerned with the fact we have a barbarian that can willfully touch anything flammable and set it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pelt liked that a lot.
I can do that.
Okay, so which one was the Gnoll that inspired Kay?
That was this guy right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna I'm contemplating because I know Isa's right there, but Kay is like standing right over her, so I am they've gotta have decks. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna go ahead and she's gonna go ahead and with her finger she's gonna start making a line, and you can see the arcanic energy coming around it, and it almost looks like a jagged crown, and she just shoots it or she puts it on top of her head, and then it shoots towards that guy, that Gnoll, creating a mind spike, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom's not as bad as I thought.
I was
Still
hoping.
not great though. Although a 19 on the die for a 19 total.
Okay, he takes half damage.
Okay.
That's not cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he takes half damage. Yeah, okay. That's it. So, yeah, that's 5d8.
Good damage.
All my d8s. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay. Oh my. Okay. That's really good. It's already taken half. Let's see here. Uh, 29 psychic damage.
29
half
psychic
that.
damage. Okay. Decent damage still. He is certainly not resistant against psychic.
I don't have anything for a bonus action. Other than just a smirk. I miss having extra attacks.
Did Isa go down already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that.
She's
Oh, so they are.
She got
Apparently-
pinataed.
being held in Kay's jaws as everyone was just wailing on her.
Yeah, before you got attacked, I got knocked down.
That's why my
Unconscious,
original
right?
plan wasn't gonna work, because Kay needs to one, drop her, and
Well-
two, not be near her.
Usually with grappled, he does drop me as soon as I go incapacitated.
Oh, he's still next to you, and that's still not good. So
And in his case, he is still holding on to your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured he would.
That's it.
The grapple that he was doing was with his jaws instead of his hands. And gnolls don't drop their food.
Dogs
No.
don't drop things that are in their mouth.
I'm thinking
Hey.
pit bull drop.
Well, he will when I bash his snout with my axe. Go drop it.
So, after Sabira, who's not on the turn order, but it's end of the turn order. So, the winged creature that the Raven folk brought into existence is their turn, and I need literally everybody
Great,
do a thing for me
great.
as soon as I finish reading these details. I need every single person on the board, my monsters included, to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless
That's
you
never
are
good.
immune to charm effects.
Or dead. Or incapacitated.
I mean,
it is at advantage.
They could just be telling us to knock it
because-
off.
because it is in combat. So
So wisdom at advantage.
Wisdom saving. Oh, saving throw. Nice.
Thank God.
Not
That
great.
one was a 2.
23.
17.
Also 23.
17.
12.
Oh, Ranger's supposed to have wisdom. Come on, bro.
We have wisdom, but we don't have proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Xena and Xerax. I mean, really, this ultimately doesn't, I don't think, affect you very much, but you see the Raven folk and this summoned creature as friendly and have no inclination to attack them.
Wait, I failed with the 17?
Yep.
Oh, crap.
It casts an 8th
DC
level
was
spell.
18.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
its DC is pretty high.
Oh, like,
And
all
I
of
rolled a
us then?
17 too, so I also see that. See
Damn.
things that way.
On the upside, it's literally just a don't mulch the Raven folk and its ally. So
Pretty much.
Which, I mean, I know that she wanted guarantee, but yeah, that wasn't our focus.
And every single one of the hunting pack, except for one of the Witherlings and Kay, failed the save. So they also see those two as friendlies.
That's funny.
That is funny.
don't they feel
And
dumb now?
speaking of Kay, it is his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And he is
Drop
going to
it.
use his bonus action to rage. And then he's going to sacrifice his bite attack to instead attempt to throw Iza. Make a strength check for that. See how far he can throw it. Excuse me. Make a strength
Wish
check.
I had
See
a
how far he
reaction
can
of
throw.
some kind to do something. Sad face.
He whips his neck around with Iza in his jaws, and everyone sees her thrown 20 feet behind
Yeah.
him.
Behind him?
Behind
No!
him.
Why did you have to do that? That
I'm assuming
specific
that's
spot.
damage.
Why?
Oh no.
You do fall in the spike growth
Auto
and take
fail.
some damage, so that will be one automatic fail on your death saves.
One
God, I
or
sh-
two,
I should have
isn't
known
it
what I was
on
gonna
that
do.
crit?
Not an automatic crit. It's just
Okay.
basic damage, so it's one failed death save.
Okay.
If it was an attack against you and hit, then it would have been a crit. But it's just throwing you into an ouchie square.
Should have gone through what I was gonna do.
Fine.
And then,
It's all fine. Fine.
then he is going to move right here and make his remaining attacks against Xena.
Yes.
Was a nope. A 12 does not hit you.
No.
does another 12 does not hit you.
The
Why
luck of
can
the
I never hit
glory.
you? I'm just never gonna attack Xena again.
She's just
No,
like
Xena,
grinning
only
at him with
Eva.
snarling. She's definitely amped up rage right now.
Now it is Ravenfolk's turn, and Ravenfolk
Ravenfolk, help our friend.
is- Ravenfolk is not looking good. She was very, very hurt when this fight started. So she is going to... You know, I didn't think she was actually going to be a part of this fight. So I didn't mark down any of her prepared spells. And she has like 70 of them. So I think she's just going to heal herself, is what
Gnoll
she's going
wizard.
to do. Yes, she's going to heal herself.
My concern is that's not a wizard.
Oh, it is not. Well, she's a wizard, but that's not a typical wizard spell. You do see her pull out a very strange looking book as she begins casting spells. It almost looks like a stack of brass gears that are hinged together. And when she opens it up, rather than like going through pages, she opens it up and she begins to spin gears within this book-like object until etched in runes on these gears match up to create an incantation, which then casts the spell.
I want
And
it.
she heals for totally decent damage, or totally decent HP, I should say. Okay. Then she will use her bonus action to issue a command to her summoned creature, which it will do on its turn. Yixis, you're up.
Okay, time for some trickiness. So let's see here. That's right. I'm going to move to there. I will then use a class ability, Mind Transposition, to switch places with Iza.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. And you haven't technically moved within the spike growth, you've just taken her spot, so you won't take any damage immediately.
And I'm still not going to technically move because I am going to Misty Step to there.
That is the
Abilities.
finest use.
Yes.
Right there. Love it. Love it.
Zara is impressed.
That was such a Yixis thing to do too. He's like probably like working himself up, like I can do this, okay. Phew. Phew. Just
I
like,
imagine
no.
there's a small puddle in the middle of all the vines.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
just a little pool of
If these
spirit.
things get caught on fire, that will be resistant to it for one round.
Suddenly finds himself standing in the spike growth, and all four of those gnolls there turn to look at him, and then suddenly the ground is wet.
I was going to try to do something else really cool, but you had to throw her in the exact spot I wanted to do it in.
These monsters, they're not dumb. They know what's up. Anything else on your turn, though? Any other movement or anything of the sort?
Well, let's see here. I was here and I moved 30 feet, so I can't even try to like drag her or something a little further away. That is literally the extent of everything I can do.
All right. Xerax, you're up.
Okay. You know what? I am going to take one attack of opportunity doing this. But sacrifices must be made.
Okay. That guy absolutely will make an attack at you.
Yep, I completely expect it.
Dice it away. You did not have any other hostiles near you, so he does not have advantage. But that will be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
That will be 9 piercing damage.
That's fine. And we are going to burn a second level spell slot for a Cure Wounds on Iza.
Good call.
For a total of 15.
Ooh. Thank you.
Life is breathed back into you, Iza. No longer incapacitated. You are just poisoned and prone.
And I'm going to burn my bonus action. Nope, I can't do that for this turn. Bloody hell. You know what I am going to do? That doesn't require constant... Oh, yes it does. Don't require concentration, please. That is not helpful either. Nope, that is going to be... Actually, no. I'm going to take another 5-foot step and put myself between Angry Boy and Iza.
Right? And as you step into that square, you do notice that Angry Boy is giving a bit of a side glance to Iza, seeing that you just revived her, and looks extra angry after what Yixis just pulled. And he does call out to the rest of his pack. Alert the Matriarch. Iza, it is your turn.
Die now.
Unfortunately, I
Matriarch,
built
we
this
failed.
character around a single concept that's going to continually get her killed.
I'm gonna
She's
need you
stand
to
up.
take a health potion in the process, please.
I don't have one. She's gonna stand up. So half movement. I'm going to use my 10 feet of movement to again place myself between Zara
Stop
and
being
Kay.
a shield.
And I'm going to pull out as I move my great sword, and I'm going to take 2 attacks.
Is she still?
Okay.
Is she still poisoned? If she fell?
is still poisoned.
Okay.
So your attacks are
Perfect.
still at disadvantage.
Okay. Whoa. 19.
19 will hit.
Ooh. Almost max damage. If I can math now, 11, 15 slashing damage.
15 slashing damage. Okay.
Do I feel like that didn't go through all the way? Because, he's
Yeah.
raging.
I mean, he's raging. You know how rage works at this
Yeah.
point. It gives you resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
She's gonna look annoyed as she drops the great sword, and she's gonna go back in with her claws.
Okay.
That's pretty good too. Although I don't think that actually hits with the second hit. 18.
18 does not hit.
I assume so. And she's just gonna give him a little wink, like, I'm back.
Okay.
Having no idea of just what all transpired.
Zara, your turn.
Oh, so many options here. I don't like the fact that it just called out to alert the matriarch again.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
14.
14. Okay. With that 14, you can determine that when he called that out, he was speaking directly to one of the two gnolls in the very back here, though you don't know which one specifically.
That's fine. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning centered right here.
Okay. Just hit them all with it.
Yep. And they gotta make
And
a,
that
is it Constitution or is it Dex? It's Dex.
Wait, it's already raining, right?
It is.
Isn't there a bonus to that?
I think
There isn't anything that says it in the spell that water increases it.
Yeah, I think it's only when there's another lightning storm present,
So
whether it's generated by a spell or.
do they
unless I'm thinking
suffer?
of-
Do they suffer any dexterity negatives because they're in the overgrowth, like in the spike growth or anything? I know there isn't anything like that for plant growth, but I'm not sure about thorn growth.
No, I think it's just the restriction to their movement.
Okay.
Make that dexterity save. First guy gets an 18. Second guy gets a dirty 20.
All right, so they're gonna take half of this. So it's a total of 23 lightning damage. So half of
Very
that.
nice damage.
Half of it.
They're looking about on par with you guys at this point, HP wise, in this battle. Some of them hurt more than the others, but mostly everyone taking a little bit of damage here or there. Anything else from you, Zara?
That's not what we want to hear.
Trying to see if there's anything else I can do here.
Druids do get a little bit shafted on bonus actions.
Well, no, because with since I used Call Lightning, I can't use Healing Word because it's a level 1 spell, even though it's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Have any cantrip bonus actions?
I think the only one is Shillelagh.
Yeah, Shillelagh's one of them. Yeah, everything else is an action.
So, I will assume, because Call Lightning is a concentration spell.
It is a concentration spell.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. I was thinking it's you could do it on the same turn, but you cannot. Okay, never mind. Scratch what I was going to say.
Yep. That's it for me.
Okay. Xena.
Real quick, HP Fox.
Yes.
I've given my tiny servant an order to attack what's his face, and the text of the spell says it continues whether or not I give it that command. Basically, it continues until I tell it to do something else.
Yes.
So, would I be able to roll that attack?
Right. I guess we didn't.
Kind of forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You can roll that attack.
One could actually potentially hit. 17?
17 is one shy, I'm afraid.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Okay, now it's your turn, Xena.
If I try to grapple him and I'm successful, would I be able to use my movement part of my movement to pull him away?
You would be able to force move a grappled creature.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Or just axe him in the back.
I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay.
I need to get him away from Isa. She's too stupid.
Your athletics.
I'm not
versus
arguing
his
this.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, good roll.
And
Let me get my little calculator because I don't feel like doing all that math. 25. Athletics.
that is. Oh, I think you might have beaten him. Yeah, he got a 24.
Yes!
So you
I rolled a
successfully
17.
grapple him.
Plus 8, so yes. Okay, so I have him grappled and I'm going to maneuver him and we're going to, let's see. I'm just gonna move, like how far can I have half movement, right?
Yeah, forced movement is like difficult terrain. It uses
Okay.
double your movement to
5.
move.
Is your movement still reduced though? For being
It
shot?
is reduced by 10 currently from when you got hit by the arrow.
20.
That lasts until the start of the archer's
Oh, okay, so it's already reduced. So I've halved. Okay. So it would have been 20, now it's just 10. Damn it! Alright. Okay, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna wiggle him around so he's sitting on the thorns. If I can.
Okay.
I'm able to get him,
yeah, we
like,
can-
over here. Or no?
We can do another versus roll to try and get him over there.
Okay.
Or athletics versus his athletics.
18 on the die, so that's 26.
That is gonna... Again, by 1, he got a 25.
These are the best little purple sparkly dice.
Suplex him into the
Rosina.
thorns, yeah.
Yeah, you guys managed to wrestle in your grapple, and you get him over that side of you.
But yeah, so I wanted him in the spike growth, but that's okay. I'll accept it.
That
He is-
entire
oh,
area
That
is
entire
spike
is
growth.
the spike growth, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Anything that
Yeah,
is
it-
not in that red square is nope.
Yes.
Oh,
which
okay, so I'm
means-
in it too. Okay.
Yeah, you did willingly move into
That's
5
fine.
feet of it, so
That's
you
fine.
will take the damage from that.
Wow, minimum damage, so you take 2.
Okay.
And he
And-
unfortunately will not take any damage because it was forced movement for him.
But now he has to come back through it.
But yes, now if he wants to walk out of this, it's going to hurt a lot.
If he can break my grapple first,
If he can break your grapple.
which I doubt I'll get lucky
Alright.
next time. But yeah, I think that's. Oh, I can do one more thing. Unless you count that other thing as my reaction or bonus action.
Nope, you can go ahead with your next thing.
Okay, bonus action. My storm aura. So
Yes.
it takes 3 points of fire damage. It's not a lot.
Points of
It's
fire. Hey, every little bit of damage helps.
He is being literally nickeled and dived to death.
Does that light the thorns on fire?
I mean, that would be nice, but it's raining, so and it's just this
Yeah,
little.
let's find out.
The
This fire does not beat the rain this time, I'm afraid, so the thorns do not catch.
If it does, that could be a lot of nope out there.
Yeah, I will roll for fire on the thorns every time it happens, so the dice will decide.
can the lightning ignite the thorns from call lightning, or is yeah, does that specifically fire?
We'll say just specifically fire
Okay.
to keep things from getting too complicated. There's too many gnolls on the board right now, man.
We're working on that, don't worry.
I'm working on it too.
Well, have them run
Um,
faster through the thorns, and we can take care of that problem.
So it is now the turn of the 2 in the back there. Let's see if this guy gets his Incite Rampage ability back. And he does not. But that's okay, because he's going to instead use his action to pull from his pocket a little red gem, which he holds up close as he mutters something using his action to do something, and something happens, and that's the end of his turn. And it is now the other one's turn,
He uses his action to tattle.
pretty much.
Oh, sorry. I just want to retcon one thing. As I was dragging him away, I would be pointedly looking at Iza and telling her, "Not him. He's mine."
Fair enough. And the other one is going to knock an arrow, point his longbow directly at Xena, and let it fly. Ooh, that is a good roll. Unfortunately, not the 20 I was looking for, but it is still a 24.
That definitely hits.
6 piercing damage.
Okay, he takes 3
Which
points
will be
force.
halved. Yep. And second attack
So we traded blows.
is 22.
That hits. Takes another 3 points force damage.
Take 3 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
halved to 1.
Okay.
And then he does have his Insight Rampage ability, so he is going to yell at Kay to, well, get his shit together again. And Kay is going to attempt to bite you, Xena.
I love how Kay has his own little hype squad.
Yeah.
Right?
Kay,
that
get
is
hype.
a very nice roll. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
That is 18 piercing damage. And that's more like it. And 16 acid damage.
I take all of that. Ouch.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, he takes 4 points force damage.
Yep.
And okay. Oh no. My sparkly die failed me with a nat 1.
Ooh.
So
that
total
is not
con
gonna
save is
pass.
5. Wah, wah, wah.
So you are poisoned for 1 minute. Means you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
And then that is going to bring us to the Witherlings in the front there. They are the melee guys, so... are they the pack tactics guys? Oh, they are the pack tactics guys, okay.
It's not something we want to
One's
hear.
gonna- This one is going to run right up to Subira there. And this one here is going to do the same thing, but Zerax can get an attack of opportunity against him if he would like.
Do they take damage from the thorns as well since they're moving out of it?
They do not. Only when you move within it.
All right. Well, I have a weapon primed and ready to go just for this occasion.
I also want to use a reaction. Wait, never mind. I do not want to use a reaction.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
17 is 1 less than you needed, I'm afraid.
I'm disappointed.
I would be too. So, first guy is going to make a swing with his battle axe at Subira.
Is
With
that
advantage
Okay.
is his buddy.
this top one
He-
or the bottom one?
It's the bottom
It
one.
doesn't matter. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
Just makes it. Okay. Okay.
So that is... Oh, I think he's going to miss anyway, though. Unless something has gone horribly wrong with your AC. That is a 9 to hit.
Something's gone horribly. No, it misses.
Okay, swing number 2. That's more like it. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
That is going to be 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then a third attack, which is a bite. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the second guy,
Who has to make a
Which is-
wisdom saving throw?
this one here, is going to get a 19. For undead guys, they're really wise.
He makes it.
I think they have the highest wisdom of the group, and
I
it's only a
finally-
+1.
I finally get to freaking use this class ability, and it's not working. Cool.
He's going to make
Okay.
that swing with the battle axe against you. That is 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Is 8 slashing damage.
Okay. And I'm actually going to activate my Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
I have to make a dex saving throw.
That is 19.
Can you stop it?
Nope, I absolutely cannot.
Okay.
All
well,
my
takes half
bad
damage.
rolls go towards Xena. The rest of you guys get the good rolls.
And then when she's done with her reaction, I'd like to take my reaction with Sentinel to make attack against that guy. 'Cause he attacked someone other than me.
Okay, so he'll take half damage from this. Let's see here. Uh, 30. So 15. Fire
Still
damage.
Really good damage. Okay, and Iza, you are using
So I can
your
cast it
Sentinel
at 3rd
ability.
level. That's why. Or yeah, 3rd level.
I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit him.
A 9 does not, I'm afraid.
Damn, that did disadvantage because one of those dice was good.
So let's see if that second battle axe swing hits its mark, and I'm pretty sure it does not, with an 11 to hit on Sabira.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I don't know why I
Okay,
thought you were looking at
and-
Ethan.
His bite is probably also going to miss with a 13 to hit.
I'll miss.
Okay. That's the end of their turn. Move on to... That guy's dead. We'll move on to these guys. And they... They aim their bows at each other.
God.
These two guys here. And again, pull red-tipped arrows out of their quivers. See if they hit each other. That one will be a hit. And that one will be a hit. Each going to get some HP back. That guy kind of got shafted on the heel, but that's okay. And then they are going to turn their bows towards... I want them to attack the Raven folk, but they had to fail their wisdom saves. So that person they were just trying to assassinate is suddenly their friend. They're going to point their bows at Iza.
Okay,
They can smell the blood on you.
fair enough. I was waiting for someone to do it.
I'm going to roll this die for everything from now on. This is like the 5th nat 20 this die has rolled this
Oh
game.
no! Why against Iza always?
It is just a regular longbow, so it's not like huge damage. But...
I have 15 HP.
Okay. Well, that's going to be 13 plus 1d8, so you might live. You did not live.
You did not.
That is 20 piercing damage.
Smack the ground. I like the ground. The ground's my friend. I'm just gonna lay here forever.
there. So the other guy gets to pick a new target, I guess. He's gonna aim his bow at Yixis. Does a 17 hit Yixis?
I'm sure it does. Let me
Okay, you are
double
going to
check.
take-
Yep.
Okay, you're going to take 4 piercing damage, and your movement speed is reduced by 10. Okay, Subira, you're up.
It's not a good situation. Okay. Well, they're kind of rudely in my way. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my hands over this guy's skull right now, and cast Sacred Flame. Make a Dex saving throw.
Okay. Which one is he? It's one of those. 19.
I swear to God, Fox.
I don't think I've rolled below a 17 against you.
Now you know how he felt against us when we were making all of our saves.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Wait, these characters make saves?
We used to. I don't know what happened.
You know, I would use a spell as a bonus action if they gave me more spells that had bonus action.
You just gotta level up. You'll get them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like literally nothing. There's like one spell. Okay, I'm going to sorry guys, I'm going to boop the snoot and come out over here. Because I misty step.
Perfectly fine.
The full reaction?
No, it's a bonus action.
Well, I know. I meant reaction to the situation.
Oh. I have a plan. I just need them to not be in my face for the plan to happen. So
I had a plan too, and I was wondering if you would have enough HP to take damage. Well, now I don't have to worry about that.
I'm at the bottom of the bucket, so I have a few wailing before. They took about half my health, more than half my health. So.
There, anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It is the summoned creature's turn, and it is going to walk over to the one that summoned it. Raven folk is going to reach out its slightly glowing pale hand and cup the cheek of the raven folk and heal her.
No,
for-
it wants to help us. It
guys
wants to
didn't
zap.
summon
I would like to counterspell. No I'm kidding.
It
mean,
wants
you
to
could.
zap things dead.
I am very
Yes.
limited on how many of my more powerful spell slots I can use. I am not wasting it on that.
Useless.
Ooh, that is very good healing. It's going to be 16 hit points. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was only 2d8. That
I need to
is
survive my next
all-
turn.
Is that all it's gonna do? Or is that its action?
That's what I said last time. I got bow arrow to the face.
Yes, that was its action. Okay, so that is all it's going to do. When we
Would
come
it be
around back
really
to-
weird? Because since we're back at the top of the order, would it be weird for us to take a break right now?
I
Since it's
was
10
just
o'clock?
about to say that brings us back to Kay, but before we go on with that, we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the evening. About a half hour later than usual, but that's what happens when you get into a fight. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Get up, stretch your legs, refresh your drinks, and we will see you soon.
And we are back.
Oh, hi,
The
bro.
eyes.
I should have used that build for one of these hunters. That would be great.
No, you just
thank
have
you.
to save. You have to save that build for one of your own characters later on.
I do really want to play it.
Oh, the cameras are all messed up.
Are they?
Oof,
Yes, because
Oh,
we're on the wrong
chat.
screen.
no, we're not.
No, it's chat.
I had the chat
No, he
window
has
open.
chat open.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you can't look at that. It screws up cameras.
Loud.
Put that chat away.
Okay, where were we? I'm on a completely different map.
We had
There we go.
just won the fight.
Yep.
Ah, yes, that's
We're
right.
now
Everyone
level
was
20.
healed. You can't find your D20s anymore, Fox.
They've
I'll
all
just
mysteriously
Yeah, you have to
disappeared.
roll
Sixes
D4s.
instead.
All misses.
So we are at K. Before K makes any of his attacks or attempts to break free from this grapple, he's gonna lean in close to you, Xena. He's gonna say, "Do you really want to do this?"
She just grins with blood dripping down like her jaws and her face from all the damage she's taken, and just growls at him because she's raging. So she's like, she's got bloodlust going and she's just in it.
And his maw opens wide and he goes in for a bite. Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Going to be 12 piercing. And 16 acid.
Jesus. No save from the acid.
No. Normally you'd have to save versus being poisoned, but you're already poisoned.
Got it. And I would be at disadvantage anyway. He takes 4 points of force damage from the
Okay.
attack.
He's going to go in for a claw attack against you. Oh, man. That is the 6th nat 20 on
You
this
need to
die.
stop doing
Can you
that.
stop?
I need to
Change
not
dice.
stop doing
Change
that.
dice. Change dice right now.
You know what this means? It just means like tomorrow you're rolling nothing but ones.
Yeah.
Xena's down. Xena's down.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be able to do more than your max, so there's no insta-death. You're just unconscious. At that marker, I will take away his grappled marker. He
Can I
is
do
going to
a
have to
free
take-
action?
Sure.
I'm gonna turn back to Burb person real quick, and there's gonna be like just real fear in my eyes, and you know, we did this to help you, and you're not doing anything. My friends are dying for you right now.
Roll of persuasion.
Big money.
Got a +1, so here's hoping.
What'd you get?
Natural 20,
Oh!
21. Here's
I
hoping
was
it's
gonna
still
give you
enough.
my inspiration, but I don't have to.
Okay. You feel like your words have hit home, but you'll have to wait until her turn to see if she does anything. In the meantime, Kay is going to move through 2 5-foot blocks of the spike growth so he's going to take damage from that.
I will accommodate that. Ew. That's 5 damage.
Wah, wah.
Hey, that's 5 less points than he had. Every little bit.
That's true.
On 4d4, though.
Ouch.
Wah, wah.
That does knock him below half HP.
Oh my god, we are so effed.
He's also gotten a pile of healing.
He did.
Yes, he has. So that was.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to focus
How much
on
movement does he have?
the people in the back.
Does he have enough? Oh, he does have enough. Okay. Just enough movement to get right up on you, Xerax. He has one
Bring it,
attack
fuzzy
remaining.
boy.
I'm going to use my reaction on him.
I was
When-
so
when he
scared
gets
you were
within
going to
that-
say Iza.
When he gets within that range, I'm going to use my Halo of Spores. So I'm going to need a Constitution
Okay.
saving throw from him.
Constitution saving throw is a 22.
Jesus Christ.
Gnolls, dude.
Yeah.
Barbarian.
Like it's good to try, but you kind of have to expect.
Yeah.
He is proficient in 3 saving throws. One of them is con.
Yeah, it's even with a 19 Wisdom, I only have a 15 DC save. Oh well,
One of the other woes of being a caster.
right?
Those save
The
DCs.
save never feels right.
And it doesn't.
So what was he doing? Oh, he was making his last attack against Xerax. Though I don't think that's gonna hit. That's an 11. You are muted,
Negative.
but I can see you saying no.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay. That is the end of his turn. That brings us to the Raven folk. And she looks at Yixis. And she looks at Sabira. She scans the battlefield, looking at each of the gnolls. The hostile gnolls. Gnolls everywhere. She ponders for a moment as I read a spell description. That's her pondering. Yeah. She reaches into her a pouch at her hip and pulls out a small chip of stone. And she flicks it up into the air, and it hovers right in front of her face and begins to spin and glow. And she very quickly brings her hands up to clap right over top of it. And as she does, a pulse rings out, and the ground around you begins to shake, almost like a small earthquake. And then, let's see, how many gnolls are there? How many bad gnolls are there? 7. The ground suddenly erupts beneath K and the 4 in the spike growth. This does not affect the 2 witherlings. And they are going to have to make dexterity saving throws versus her spell save DC. That is a fail from K.
Finally.
These guys. Fail from that guy. A nat 1 from that guy. And those 2 over there. Fail from that guy. Oh. Nope.
All these
one
fails
shot.
earlier.
Fail from that guy too. She has a really high save
Yeah,
DC.
where the frick were these fails for me?
To be fair, her save DC is 19. So yeah, she claps over top of this piece of stone, and the ground beneath those 5 gnolls erupt, and dirt and rock is thrown up into the air, and then it all kind of coalesces above each one of them into a thick dome made of stone, which drops down over top of them. And they are trapped, basically. And they are going to be trapped within those domes for the next 8 hours.
Sounds like an oxygen problem.
Nope, it specifically says there is enough air within the domes for them to breathe for 8 hours.
Oh.
They
Yeah,
thought of that, apparently.
Only because players are horrible people and will try to suffocate things.
Yep.
Yep.
This is true.
But that is the neat stuff you get to do when you're a geomancer. Yixis, it is your turn.
So, who all is domed up?
Yeah, I will
The
mark
non-witherlings.
them. I'm just gonna mark them with an X because they're essentially out of the fight now.
Is that
None
even
of them have the ability.
concentration or?
I believe it is. Nope, it is not.
So she can't even drop it if she wanted to.
No, they can be broken with enough damage, but it's gonna take a while for these guys to break out of them. So they are effectively out of the fight at the moment.
Okie dokie then. Let's see here. Sorry, that changed what I was going to do, so now I have to think about what I'm going to do now.
I mean, we got 2 witherlings down by me.
Yeah, I know. Just how do I want to try to deal with them? I guess go with Old Faithful. Shatter.
I was gonna say fireball.
No.
Right
For
next
only-
to us.
For only 2 targets? No. Yeah, shatter on top of those guys, but so that it doesn't hit any of my companions. It's possible.
You're muted.
Yes, that is possible. That is a con save, right? For Shatter?
Yes.
Okay.
DC 16.
One closest to Zara rolls 15, so he fails. And the other one rolls an 8. Alright then, they both fail.
So 17 points of thunder damage on them.
Okay, that guy there had exactly 17 HP. So that shatter snaps the bones in his legs, holding him up, and he collapses to the ground, lifeless. The other one is still up, but heavily damaged.
Okay, now hold on a second. Need to pull up different sheet. What is your movement speed? Okay, yeah. Go, Tiny Servant. Bonus action, commanding it to attack that witherling.
Okay.
17?
17 is one shy. One shy. So close.
The tiny servant that kept trying.
Yep. It's got spirit. Alright, anything else from you or your minions?
I don't know if it'll do anything, but I'll just have Flying Snake fly around this guy's head, try to be a distraction. That'll be it.
Okay. Xerax, you have a large stone dome right in front of you with a very angry Gnoll inside.
Temptation to absolutely mock him is there. But, I'm sorry, you can't hear you. You'll have to speak up.
Oh, please do say it.
You know what? We're gonna move there. We're gonna take 2 swings at this witherling. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Ooh.
For 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12, very nice.
And that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
For a total of 9.
9. Okay, well, he had 8 HP left, so... Guess, how do you want to end this fight, Xerax?
Final swing is just going to come down right on top of the decaying witherling skull and just split it right in half.
And it does a clean cleave right through this thing's skull as its lifeless body collapses to the sand below. And for now, you guys seem to be out of imminent danger. The threats are either dead or enclosed within domes. I do, however, need Isa to give me a death save. You were immediately after Xerax on the turn order.
Poison do anything to the save?
No.
Okay. Want it out loud?
I sure do.
That's natural 1.
Natural 1. That is 2 failed death saves.
I'm gonna do something after their saves. Just a heads
It's
up.
a damn good thing that you got some healing after that initial death save that you failed from taking damage. Otherwise, you'd be dead right now. But I assume there's enough time for
Healers.
someone to do something.
Yeah, I was gonna do spare the dying on both of my companions.
And I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna drop a cure wounds at 2nd level into both of them.
So
Okay.
since we are out of combat, doesn't that all get affected by the rings?
I think we can affect
if
it,
you, if you choose to use the ring to affect it, yes.
Can the unconscious people do that?
Unconscious people.
yeah, we have to use
Well,
our
he-
rings
he
to
said
receive
he-
it.
He said that he the level 2. We spared the dying, and he pumped a level 2 heal into both of you.
Yeah. So spare the dying stabilizes you, doesn't get you back up. It just stabilizes
No,
you.
but I didn't want them to have any death saving throws.
So yeah. So spare the dying. They don't have to make the death saves. Come in to do the cure wounds. They can't use the rings because they have to use their reaction for it, but they do get the healing from the cure wounds.
Okay, so I'll roll it at the level 2 because I already said I was going to do that.
Okay.
So, is it plus level or plus? Let me see. What's this? Plus spellcasting mod. Okay. So, got a spellcasting mod of 4. So, Isa, you're gonna get 12.
Thank you.
Xena, you are going to get 16.
Thank you.
I think it's 16. 15.
15.
Oh, that's right. I spared the dying on you guys. I get to do something.
While you are all doing your various things, that summoned creature says some brief words to the raven folk, and then it disappears.
Like you do.
I don't know about you, but with everyone incapacitated right now, I would really like for us to maybe somehow carve out Kay and dispose of him, because you know he's just going to hunt us down.
Xena, like,
I
is
have an
walking
idea.
over, horribly injured, but nods in agreement. We gotta take him out.
What
He
about
will-
using this? And she's gonna pull out the covering glue out of her pack.
The
On
what?
The
him.
what?
What?
The softening
what?
glue.
We already used that, didn't we? For the
We still
shield?
have some. No, we still have some.
Yeah, you used a little bit, but you have something left.
But what are we going to use the? What would we use the sovereign glue on?
Okay.
Glue him to what?
We can glue
This
anything we want to him. We can glue his mouth shut. We can glue his eyes shut.
We would have to pin him down first before we can do that.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure between.
Is it hollow in there, or is he like? Is he?
Or I can even glue
held
this
in
to his
rock?
face. She's gonna pull out her rabbit skin that's partially burned.
I'm gonna turn to the Ravenfolk. If you could do that fancy stuff with stone, can you just bury them really far in the ground so that they can't ever get out?
I can. Not today.
How long are they going to be in there?
8 hours. Or they break out. Domes are breakable.
He's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be trying to break out of that.
That's why we should try to do it now.
should
Otherwise, he could dig.
If we leave, he'll
You
chase
will
us
continue
down.
to hunt us.
You too.
He'll hunt you too.
I leave.
Who are you?
Reen. Name is Reen.
Bean?
Thank
I am
you.
Close
Xena.
enough. Hi. Thank you. I leave.
Thank you for your assistance.
Get out of the desert.
Yes. Gnoll's not friendly.
Well, I mean,
That's hurtful.
Most no.
Let's just say that they're stupid. Gnolls.
we're kind of
That's
like
also
a
hurtful.
special group, I guess.
Will
You'll
you
get
be
first.
safe?
Probably not.
Not unless we take care of him, but for now, I think we'll be safe.
But
But if you're tapped,
Zael's
then
gotta
you should
know.
just get out.
Just leave while you can.
In trouble for helping.
Yeah,
We'll be
Probably.
fine.
but we'll figure it out.
Oh,
I
Zael's
will-
gonna
should
be
be.
mad.
I will talk to her.
We made the conscious decision.
But hey, if you can offer us some aid at all now or in the future, Reen, we'd appreciate it. It's always good to have another ally around.
I don't want you all to be in trouble. You help.
If you really want to help us, perhaps help heal my friends before you go. That way we can finish him off if we decide to do so.
Not good idea. One of them call for help.
That's a matter we can take care of.
Help come fast. We've seen before.
What
How
do you
so?
mean it comes fast?
So he got a call out to the matriarch already?
One in back muttered into stone. Call for help. Big beast on 4 legs. Come help.
Yeah.
The Shisuva.
Can you take us somewhere with you?
We can try.
That'd be great.
Where do we go?
They'll still just hunt us down. They can smell us.
Out of
Far.
the desert.
We were heading south, right?
What about the Colosseum? Could hide in the depths.
But then we will have to cross paths with them again, potentially.
We can't spend our entire lives hiding.
We put distance
In the
That's why I
between
want to
us.
deal with it now, if possible. But if we want to wait, that is also fine. But you need to remember, he could track us.
There's if the Shisuva is after us like right now, it could be here any second.
I thought it was
Yeah.
your friend.
No.
No, not anymore.
No, it was sent to aid us once.
If
Well,
we've
I
just
always
crossed
knew
the
he was
matriarch,
back.
we're probably already exiles.
Poor
Well.
Jesus.
Shisuva is already a beast I don't want to be associated with. Not because I fear it, because of what it serves. I am
yeah,
not.
Yunaga's not happy with me right now either.
We don't have time. We gotta go.
Everyone hears a loud thump as Yixis goes fetal. The mention of being exiled.
I'm gonna go pick up Yixis so that I can take him with us.
We're not exiled.
Ramblings. Just
Sure.
ramblings.
All right. Keep telling yourself that.
If we wanted to go back to the Colosseum, I suppose that's all right. There's still plenty of things on my list in that area I would like to explore, so it's not exactly hindering me from any other research. It's on my list of research.
I really need to kill something, and I bet I could take that spider on. I'll be honest, that's my main reason for offering that up, but I'd figured the smarty pantses would want to check it out too.
Distance would be preferable. It's familiar.
Do you
to
know
us
where
as
that
well.
is? Reen? Colosseum? Ruins look like a big arena thing.
Would a map
you-
help you?
Have yes.
I'm gonna pull up my map and hand it over to her.
And she looks at it and she like turns it 90 degrees and turns it 90 degrees the other way.
Point.
What's Colosseum?
The point to where the Coliseum is. Is that where we're going, Zara?
Does the map look good? Like, does it look accurate?
It does.
Okay.
They have been quite good at recording the path that they took.
Okay.
So everywhere that they have been is accurate. Points that they have been told about and haven't been, you won't know unless you go there.
Okay.
It's distance. It gives us time to heal.
It's not really distance from Wiscast, though.
I wish we could just take him out now, but we don't have time if that thing's on its way. We gotta go.
We'll deal with them later if they decide to come.
Well,
I gotta get stronger. I have to be stronger. Xena gets like, you see this like very resolute kind of thing on her face. She does not like the fact that she got beat down twice by this thing and almost lost all of you. So
It's just a pity we can't take
oddly
out.
very serious right now.
I would like to take out the creature too, but I hate to admit it, but I don't think we have that kind of power right now. I should also put that on the list.
So Reen, what do you need to do this?
I have everything. Just need permission.
You have it.
Let's get it out
Wait.
of here.
She starts to rummage through her bag and stops for a moment, looking up in the direction where she was being held to the ground. She scurries over there and picks up that collar that was left where she was, and she shoves that into her bag. Then runs back over to you guys.
Dang it, she took what I was gonna take.
Gotta be quicker.
Damn it!
And then she starts to mutter an incantation. And I need someone to roll me a D100 as she casts the teleport spell.
Ooh.
I vote Shadowfox.
On it.
Fade, I vote not Raven.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be a 79.
79.
10 off from a nice.
You got lucky. I was really hoping for a mishap.
Those are always fun.
Yeah.
Those are fun. We did a teleport in my Friday game last Friday. We came out the other end with everybody in the party unconscious. It was mishap after mishap after mishap. But 79 is on target. So there is a very brief flash of light. And all of you close your eyes for a moment. When you open them again, you are surrounded by the familiar structure and architecture of the Colosseum. As you have teleported into the center of the arena.
Isa, let's go check out the perimeter, see what's around.
All right. Or do we want to all scurry down below?
Before you two do anything,
Hmm.
I'm gonna see what do I got. I'm gonna walk over to both of them and pump a level 2 cure wounds into Isa, and then a level 1 into Xena.
And I'll use my reaction to activate the Aurora Ring.
Me too.
Well, I can
So
double that.
Isa's gonna get 18. So
Or
go ahead and
36?
yeah, so go and double that, and then Xena's gonna get 10.
Okay.
For a total of 20.
Xerix,
Awesome.
did you want to come with?
We're going below.
Might be
As
best to
well
have-
hurry. At least something to
Let's not
dampen the scent.
let's not go below. We don't know what wanders those halls.
I just want to make sure the area is clear. Remember those other two were around last time, but
Those
they might not be here anymore.
those two aren't going to cause too much of a trouble. I wouldn't worry about anything below. If
If they
anything,
have stones and they know what's
We-
going on.
we could put rocks over the entrance, can't we?
I mean,
Who is here?
Zael has ways of getting a hold of people without them having a way of
I'll
sending
feel more
something.
comfortable knowing what's around. And she starts walking.
I'll follow her because I don't want to
I
go
have the
alone.
dome.
We have the
We
dome.
could always use the dome.
Okay, so
That's a
two
good
of
idea.
you are
There's just
doing-
tears coming down Ixis's face. right now.
understandable.
And while they head off to go do their thing, Zara is gonna turn to the Raven folk. So why exactly did she want you dead? All I caught was you were an associate of one of her enemies.
She got into a fight with my brother. I'm looking for my brother.
That doesn't seem to be a means to issue a death warrant against you because she fought your brother.
I think my brother made her very mad.
Then her issue is with your brother, not you.
I do not disagree.
Then I see that our decision to free you was well founded.
Appreciated.
And if she wants you dead, she can issue the challenge herself. Not send assassins after you.
I thought she was assassin.
I don't know what she is.
Neither do I. Have you seen my brother?
Maybe. What does your brother look like? What is his name?
He looks like me, but bigger. His name is Demrel.
Now, have I at any point in time heard about the story of the altercation between the group and Demerals?
I don't think so.
So like, yeah, did Zael even like tell that story back at the dagger tree?
I don't think so. That was a more of a private matter, and I don't think anyone would have even uncovered that story. The historians among you, I don't think, because she didn't talk about it.
Name doesn't ring a bell. Though if he were an enemy of the Matriarch, I doubt he would be anywhere near this desert.
He was south of here, I think. I have scribed, but it does not work.
Maybe check to the north. If he were
What is to north?
beyond the desert, out of her
You
reach.
have map?
The one that showed you the map previously has a map. If you stay with us, I would assume that she would share that with you.
Okay, I wait for map.
While everyone is like, she's gonna start looking around for firewood to start setting up a camp or something.
Okay. The two of you that are doing a perimeter check, roll perception for me, or one of you roll with advantage, however you want to do it.
Do you want to go around the south end? I'll go around the north end, and we'll meet back up here so we do a full circle around the Coliseum.
Yup, but I want you to roll with advantage still.
Okay.
So is that still thing, DM? If we
Well,
split
no,
up?
I'll go.
split up?
I'm out with you as well.
All right, you want to
Okay.
go with Xena?
I'm going to
and
go
help-
with Iza because Iza keeps trying to die.
That's fair.
Okay,
That is a
Alright.
thing that she keeps trying to do.
I'll just. It's cool.
I really think you should go with Xena.
I ain't gonna see
She's
shit.
looking a little worse than me. Before she even said that, I said I think you should go with Xena.
And Xena says you should go with Iza.
Oh God.
Even odd. Going with Iza.
Fair.
Why don't you all go
I'll roll
together?
separate.
All right. Iza's gonna grudgingly allow him to come with her, but she's gonna be very upset about it. You want to roll the perception then?
Sure.
With a 2, I don't think Xena sees much on her side.
You want perception with advantage because there's two of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, don't you have advantage anyway because you're a Gnoll?
Do we?
Only if it is scent or hearing
Hearing.
based.
Well, that will be a total of 24.
24.
2
okay.
for seeing, and a 4 for hearing.
Oh my God.
Xena. This is why you're my favorite, Xena.
Running
Like, it's
around
fully
battle
clear.
song.
Ain't nothing.
She's
What
got
was
the
that?
spirit. That's all that matters. Okay, so the three of you go around and do a quick perimeter check of the Colosseum, and you don't find any creatures about. You do, however, Xerax and Iza. I looked over at the cameras on the stream to remember your names briefly, and they are in the wrong order.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
No.
I forgot that there was a camera hiccup in the previous map.
When did
Yeah,
Tam
we
become
swapped.
Yixis?
I'm okay with this. I roll better for anything other than fighter anyway.
So the two of you do come across a little makeshift camp within the perimeter of the Colosseum. Looking at the stuff that is in the camp, the bedroll and the very fine looking piece of silk and the bag, it looks very much like the camp of the guy that I'm struggling to find the name of the last time you were here.
Okay. But we can safely assume they're still here.
It is likely. He was a big fan of that silk that he had and probably wouldn't leave it behind. Or leave it unattended for too
Steal
long.
my friggin' silks.
We weren't using them.
Always using them.
Your name wasn't on them.
It might be embroidered on there. Actually.
I don't see it anymore.
If you throw up detect magic, it's written in cursive.
In quite beautiful calligraphy.
Yeah, but aside from that camp, it doesn't seem to be occupied at the moment. There doesn't seem to be any other creatures about. It feels secluded. And I
I'll
do
start
not know
heading back
where
to
I
the
wrote
group.
his name down.
Alright. And when I make it back to the group, I'm going to tell them I'm going to go for a hunt. Need a blow off some steam. And collect dinner.
I'll watch over these guys. Xerix, you wanna ease a sit?
I need to blow off some steam.
Alright, just don't go pick any fights out there without us, okay?
Not gonna pick any fights.
Try not to die.
Yeah, much like a 2-year-old around her. Cena.
So, Iza is going to hunt. What about the rest of you? What are you doing in the meantime?
I'm exploring the Coliseum.
Not.
I'm going to be talking to Ravenfolk Lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in front of, I'm guessing Zara and Yixis and the Reen are kind of just chilling, right?
I imagine so, yeah.
So Xena will
Reen
prop
was-
herself up, looking out away from the group with her axe in her lap, kind of like in a ready position, just staring ahead.
Reen was waiting for the map, but the map bearer left in a hurry, so she did not get the opportunity to ask. So she is still waiting for the map.
Oh,
Anything?
Reen, you should stay for some food. I make pretty good food.
I could eat.
If you need a safe place to sleep, you're welcome to it.
Safe place is not in desert.
Fair.
That's probably smart.
Well, that is true. Safe place isn't wandering the desert at night. You have safety in numbers.
We can fly, but I can fly. I'm so used to traveling with my brother.
Sorry you got lost from your brother.
It was some time ago. I am surprised he has not reached out. But it's not too unusual, I suppose. We have to separate for safety sometimes.
Or were you gonna say something? I feel like I cut you off.
Oh, I'm taking out my journal and I'm exploring the upper part of the Colosseum.
Is there anything specific that you're looking for, or are you just
Yeah, she's actually so knowing her, she's looking for any kind of secret or any hidden any kind of like pictography or any kind of message that like how old the Colosseum is, and just kind of wanting to learn more about it and see if there's anything that hasn't been learned about it yet and potentially discover new things about it.
okay? So as you go around the Colosseum on the upper levels, several areas of this place are in mid-repair. Like there's makeshift scaffolding and stuff built everywhere. Tidied piles of rubble are seen in the spots of the highest disrepair. And you know that the Matriarch intends on restoring this place to working order and having it be a place where the Gnolls can host tournaments for all nations of the world, the continent, to compete in. It was one of her plans to integrate the Gnolls back into the society of the world. And so repairs were underway, but they were halted momentarily when she decided to move Dagger Tree to the Mirage Desert. And so that was more important and took the manpower and the focus away from repairing this place. But you know repairs will resume at some point in the near future. So a lot of it has been dug out and a lot of stonework has been taken down or repaired already. So you don't really learn too much from the outside of this place. You know there are, at least from what your companions have said and rumors that you've heard, you know there are still plenty of secrets below ground.
Yes. Okay. So she'll probably spend a good amount of time because she likes to be thorough and not rush anything. So she'll probably be spending like a good hour maybe doing this.
Okay. So as you are walking around, surveying this place, the rest of you are down waiting for your dinner to arrive and making small talk. Time goes by. Time goes by rather quickly. And suddenly, like 45 minutes have gone by, and Isa has not returned. Usually she's only gone for about 15-20 minutes on a hunt. And it has been a while.
I'll look over at Xerix.
Just real quick, I said I was going to talk to the Ravenfolk lady. I wanted to ask her about her spellcasting and just on the off chance, see if she happens to have a gemstone with tears in it.
You need components? I can share components.
Yeah.
What specifically do you need?
It's a gemstone with tears in it.
Gemstone with tears. For summoning?
Yeah.
Yes, I have one of those. You can have. You need more components?
For the first time in a while, there's a little bit of light in Yixis' face.
Like, Yixis
Oh my God!
Ringer.
Because apparently crying on an actual just regular gemstone doesn't work.
We
Otherwise,
tried that.
He's tried it
We tried
like every
drilling a
night.
hole and then sealing the hole. I just said no.
Yeah, he's tried every night to cry
He's
on that
been
stone.
wiping up his tears with a gemstone just on the off chance that one of them ends up inside of it.
do you have any more or any fine inks?
Fine inks. Yes, yes, I have. How much you need?
I don't need too much. I don't really find scrolls very often around here. But when I do, I like to be able to, write them down.
Ink for writing in your book.
Yeah,
I saw you casting
across
spells.
many.
You are a wizard.
Yeah.
Me too. I have inks. You can have inks. I don't use them.
What
And
school do
she
you?
Pulls out a little box and kind of slides it over to you and opens it up. And inside of it are 4 little ink pots full of gilded ink. The total gold value worth of this ink is 672 gold.
Dang.
Rockin'.
I like her.
Ask if she's
This
got
is
a
all-
golden skull.
All stuff you could have looted off of her if you killed her. I had it all written down just in case.
Wow.
What kind of monsters do you take us for?
Well, if Sabira
Gnolls.
wants to ask her for something, she is more than welcome to.
Yep.
What kind of school do you mainly focus in?
I specialize on ground magic, geomancy.
Oh,
And
like-
she just
like those
snaps her
stones you did.
fingers over to the right, and 4 pillars of stone just shoot up out of the ground and dance up and down for a moment before they come to rest back down at ground level.
Tina gets a little startled.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's really cool. And you said you could fly?
Yes, wings. I have wings.
That's really good strategy because you could fuck people up from the ground while you're just it'd be really great. Yeah, it's glorious.
I use them to
Smart.
run away, but yeah, I guess.
Oh, have you ever tried dropping stuff on top of people?
No.
You should. It's good.
Okay.
Another good tip. That's for free.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't suppose you could teach me any of your magic. I really don't get much opportunity to learn.
I guess I could try. You speak all languages?
Oh, I'll just
Womp womp.
Thistle, common, deep speech, draconic, dwarvish, elvish, primordial, gnollish.
Jesus.
Okay, smarty pants.
I know you.
But not all.
She pulls out that same gear book thing that you saw her using during the battle, and she lays it down on the ground and turns it to face you. And she opens it up, and you can see now plainly that there are 2 large gears on the inside. And she just kind of bops her fist on the spine of it, and you see the 2 gears begin to spin rapidly. And there are runes carved across them, all over the place. And every once in a while, one of the runes will flash, and you can see that each and every rune seems to be written or engraved in a different language. And this is likely some sort of form of protection, or I guess it's almost like a form of gatekeeping. Her spell book is a gatekeeper, because you have to be really smart in order to use this thing. So you have to be able to read and understand every single language in order to line these runes up and actually read what they're saying. But you can make out most of them, because you do speak a large number of languages. And there are some really interesting spells in there. Some of them that you believe with enough study you could learn.
Do you have to speak all the languages or just read all the languages?
Read and understand.
Damn it.
You do know it takes hours to read or to learn spells, so she would have to stay with you guys for a while if you wanted to copy any of these down yourself, or if there was any means of replicating some of these spells into scroll form quickly, you'd be able to take scrolls with you and copy them down later.
I would maybe look for a low-level conjuration spell then, because I can do those like twice as fast or something. I can do those. If it's something that would only take an hour, then I could do it much faster.
Be like, Xena, cook slowly.
And up to what level can you cast?
I can cast up to level 3 right now.
Okay.
So my time and cost for copying conjuration spells is halved. I wouldn't try to force her to stay longer than she's comfortable with.
Okay. I will look through her spell list. Yeah, okay.
But I mean, we can get back to
Yeah,
that.
we can organize that off screen because she has a lot of spells to go through.
Totally get it. It's all good.
So I will give you a list after the game of spells, and you can choose one or two out of them.
Okay.
And was there any other? She basically offers to you. She opens up her component pouch, and it's like, if you need anything out of here, take it, type of thing. So if there's anything that you or anyone else needs component-wise, let me know.
Does she have a gilded skull?
She does have a gilded skull.
How many?
One.
Okay. I would like to take one of those, please.
Okay. You can certainly take that gilded skull.
I thank her.
Creepily.
She's not like, I'm gonna snatch and run with it. She's like, oh, that was very nice of you. Thank you.
I feel like Sabira would just like stare into Reen's eyes the whole time as she's reaching into the bag and grabbing the skull.
Pretty much. Maybe every once in a while, glance down, back
As
up.
she walks away, she's staring into the eyes of the skull.
Yeah,
Very
she's very Hamlet now with her gilded skull.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. She'll go
Okay.
ahead and she'll put it in her pouch. We'll talk later.
So as Reen and Yixis are talking about nerd stuff, this is when the rest of you realize, hey, Iza's not back. And it's been a while.
Zerix, do you want to go find her?
I'll go with him.
I guess I can find her. Where did she wander off to this time?
She's probably just blowing off steam, but better to check on her.
I'm surprised you leave her alone so often.
So am
Consider
I.
your track record.
And I would like to go into Ranger mode and track Aniza.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna follow.
You did see which direction she took when she left the Colosseum, so you can start there.
Okay.
See if you can go over there and find any tracks or anything of the sort. So let me
I
know
will
what
assist
you're doing to try and find those.
him.
That is going to be probably a survival. And of course, natural explorer.
Is that the one?
I think
Might be the
so.
one. Either
I
way,
think that basically gives you expertise, doesn't it? On your tracking roll within your favored terrain.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill that you're proficient in. Yes.
Yeah, so expertise.
And I have assistance, so advantage on
assistance.
tracking.
That would be advantage. Yep.
The
Okay.
Adventurer Archive. Thank you for that raid.
Woo woo.
Hello. All right. Proficiency is 3, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This plus 9. There we go. That's a nat 20, so 29.
29. Damn. That was
Yeah,
not a
that's a
low
roll.
DC either. In fact, that was a very high DC. But not 29 high. you go out and you look around the area and you find what at first glance looks like an old set of tracks. But the more you inspect them, the more you come to realize, or the quicker you come to realize, that they are fresh tracks that have been deliberately covered up. You would have only spotted them with very, very keen eyes that you clearly have. And they are headed south from the Colosseum.
Okay.
It is just a single set of tracks. They're very obviously Gnoll tracks.
Oh god, they're null napped.
What do you see with your keen eyes?
Everything. All right. And I think I'm just gonna start following them.
I go with.
Okay. How long are you going to follow them? Because they
As
do
long-
just keep going.
Till
As
we
long
find her.
as it takes.
Okay. They keep going and going and going southward.
And then we're God. Xena, do you want to go get the rest? We apparently are going to have to track her down.
Great. I knew we should have just followed her or something earlier. Jeez. She always causes so much trouble. Ugh. I love her, but Jesus, a lot of trouble. Yeah, I'll be back. And I'm going to double dash. My speed is 40 feet. I'm just going to sprint full zoomies back to the rest of the group.
So as you are on your way back to the group, Xerax, are you continuing to follow the tracks or have you stopped?
I'm going to stop for a moment until she returns.
Okay.
Wandering alone does not seem like a safe option.
All right. So Xena is on her way back to the group. Xerax has halted pursuit of these tracks. Ida,
Mm-hmm.
you are trudging along southward.
Mhm.
You hear a voice in your head, a very familiar voice. Running away from all your problems, pup. Don't think too hard, you might hurt yourself.
Bears start laughing. You should have nothing better to do you?
Quite entertaining for me.
Glad to know that this is what you find entertaining.
One of many things.
And no, I'm
What
not
do you
running
hope
away.
to accomplish by leading your friends out into the desert, weary and broken?
I hope to accomplish nothing.
So they mean nothing to you then.
Not what I said.
It's what you implied.
Implications are only as the person who's reading into it take. But it's your choice.
Then tell
I
me,
am protecting them.
you protect them by leading them back to those that seek to end them.
No. They're smarter than
What
that.
you
They'll
are
stay.
doing. Oh, they will not stay. They will chase you into the darkness.
Many days to get to the darkness. And you and I both know I don't got that long.
That we do. So you seek solitude in your death, then.
I will not
Away
have them
from
watch
their
me.
prying eyes as you wither and fall to pieces.
will
How
not.
pleased will they be when they come across your corpse with that foul fungus growing from it?
I will not have them watch me die.
But I will if you continue on this path. All you have to do is ask for my help, and your benevolent creator will give it. Not for your sake, though. You are already lost. I will give it for their sake, so they may live, or else they follow the same fate as you. You laugh, but you know it is within my power to do so. Perhaps I will take that pesky Zara and Subira and turn them into witherlings. See how angry they get over that fate. Wouldn't that be entertaining?
For claiming to be as powerful as you are, messing with mere pups. What gets you off?
I wouldn't be doing it if it didn't.
Tell me, this proposition you have for me, what do you get out of it?
More entertainment.
Why would I want to provide you with that?
You don't have a choice. You entertain me in life, or you entertain me in death.
Is that a guaranteed?
Yes.
The way I see it, it's not guaranteed that I will come to your domain. There's a second claim.
There is not. There was an attempt. A petty one. A failed one. As I said to you last time we spoke, I do not let my souls go so easily.
Yes, I remember that time. The time you were so afraid of what might have come out of my mouth that you couldn't let me respond.
I let you respond now.
I'm not dreaming now.
You weren't dreaming then either. You have 12 hours. Make your decision, or I make it for you. And you will not like mine. You feel that presence in your mind fade. And at this point, Xena, you have made it back to the rest of the group to alert them of what has happened.
Isa did an Isa. She's gone. Just walked off. Do you know what's up with her? She'll look at Zara specifically.
Why would I know what's up with her? She's probably either angry or not able to find anything on her hunt, or in a spiral because everything keeps turning to ash in her mouth.
Yeah. What should we do about it? Zarex has a trail. You can follow it. I mean, he and I can just keep going if you guys want us to stay here, or do we want to all go? Just thought we'd let you know what we were doing.
Does it look like she's been taken?
Not from what Zarex said. It just looked like she walked off. He said something like one set of tracks leading in
You two should be able to find her then.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll be back with her as soon as we can.
I'll go.
You sure? You got any more
Yeah,
air shelly things in you?
Not a lot, but some.
Okay. Hey, Reen.
Hi.
Stay cool.
Okay.
We'll try to bring
Waves her
back for you.
hands a little bit in the air around her in a 10-foot radius, drops by about 10 degrees.
Of course, she takes everything literal.
I love it.
If you leave before we come back, it was... I don't know, you're a pretty cool bird. So,
Yeah, you
Thanks.
too. But, not a bird.
that'd be pretty cool, though. I'd like wings. That would be neat. I still want to look like a gnoll, though.
Xena, before you go,
Sorry, focus. Right.
she's Zara's gonna cast Goodberry and hand her 3 of them. Eat one, give one to Zarex, and they give one to Isa.
Okay.
And then she's gonna toss one over to Yixis as well, since he's leaving.
Eat it now?
Well, yes. Just in case food is scarce tonight, that will at least sate our hunger and thirst for the next
Oh,
24
yeah.
hours.
Sorry, Reen. I was gonna cook for you. But maybe another time.
Maybe we see each other again.
That'd be cool.
And she's gonna offer a mushroom to Reen as well. And to Subira.
Look at it and do that, like, head cock that birds do when they're looking at things, and
It's tasty.
snap it up and eat it.
All right. Wish us a glorious return. And come here. And she offers a hand to Yixis. It'll be faster if we just kind of hop on.
Okay.
All right. Hold on, buddy. She'll zoomies back over to Zarex.
Just me and Zara on her RP.
And it doesn't take too long. You and Zarex didn't venture too far out from the Colosseum. At a quick pace, you catch up, no problem. Zarex, I assume, is still waiting for you.
Very patiently.
All right. The others are gonna rest and recoup. Here, good berry, good mushroom. So in case we don't get anything to eat out here, I'm saving one for Isa if she can have it anyway. I don't know what the whole ash thing, but hold on to it. And well, shall we? I've got
We can try.
the magic one with us, so he can help too. Keep your eyes out, Yixis.
Oh, okay.
Let's go full speed.
Okay, so you guys are following the tracks at a quick pace from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'll slow my pace to match Zarek's. Unless, are you 40 feet as well?
30.
Okay, so I'll
Unfortunately.
slow my pace to match his.
Isa, do you intend on taking any breaks, or are you just going to go until you can go no further?
Go until she can go no further.
Okay. I think on that, we are actually going to wrap it up for the night.
Oh no!
And we will see how this plays out at the start of next session next week. That is next Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And of course, as always, this is not the only show that we do on this channel. In fact, we have one of our oldest shows, one of our original shows, making its return tomorrow. We will be returning to the world of Destiny Forged. And I think most of us, if not all of us, are a little on edge about exactly what's going to be happening when we make that return.
Nah, everything's fine. What are you talking
It
about?
ended on some crazy shit. So
We did end on some crazy
It,
shit.
it ended with the phrase, just to warn you, there will be some collateral damage.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
One exciting thing about that, though, well, okay, maybe not everybody is going to be as excited about this as I am, but I'm super excited about it. Rojan and I have been working behind the scenes to organize some of the finer details of these games before we return for Destiny Forged, and we actually earlier today, finished the calendar, which I know doesn't sound like a big thing. Ooh, you have a calendar, but it's we have done this whole thing from scratch, from number of days in a week to number of months in a year, why these numbers are what they are, etc., etc., and the timeline that goes with it. So when we return to Destiny Forge tomorrow, we actually have a date that we will be starting on, and it is the 8th day of the month Rovinus, which is in the season of spring. In the year, it's 1585. Doesn't mean a whole lot to a lot of you, but it means a whole lot to me. And I'm excited about it. It means we can actually track our days and the moon cycle and all that crap. And it's just, oh, I love those things. I love them. I know Lacey does as well.
and,
Yeah.
since we have and since we now have that calendar and the date, now when we say 200 years or 20 years or whatever before the events of Destiny, of campaign 2, we have like at least a rough year timeline of as to where those things happened.
Yep. And for any players that are present, once I finish the calendar for 1586, I will be giving both of those calendars to all of you as well, so you can track things independently if you wish.
Nice.
I highly encourage you to put your birthday on the calendar.
For
like-
Withered Waste, does that take place before Destiny Forged? or after?
Withered Waste is 20 years before Destiny Forged.
Yep.
Okay.
I will be making a calendar for that one as well.
And the events of the catastrophe take place 200 years before Destiny Forged. So, or I would say 220 years before Destiny Forged, because it's like a 20-year gap between your current events and the start of campaign 2.
Yep. Yeah, and we've also been working on like a full timeline with several eras within it and major events that have triggered the start and end of these eras and all that good stuff. We'll release it all at some point, There's still plenty more to be worked out and plenty more to record as these games progress. And we will likely be talking a lot about this stuff on a new show that we're spinning up, which is going to be happening on a date that I don't remember.
It was April 3rd.
Yes, that's right. It's the first Saturday of every month, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
We are planning on having it start at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, but we will release the actual details of that show when we are ready to. Keep an eye out on that, or for that. And we also have our Saturday shows as well. Alternating Saturdays, we have Withered Wastes and Wayward Wanderers. I didn't have to look at the Discord channel this time. And those start at 12 p.m. Pacific, or no, 11:30 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. Pacific, respectively. So
We
tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big one, the return of Destiny Forge. You
and
need to catch up. We have most of those episodes available on our YouTube channel. They start at, I think, episode 66?
60 something.
60 something.
Um,
You can catch up there.
Also, there is a Deck of Many Things draw tomorrow because
Oh, shit. I was hoping you forgot about that.
you think I'm gonna forget about somebody drawing from
intrigued.
this?
Yeah, but we also get a cool item too. So
Yeah, you have a raccoon item as
Yeah.
well.
balance.
It's the deck.
It's the deck. Oh
It's
yeah,
a
because
big
you have to
deck.
draw from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe Kyo will have something happen to her, or she's the next recipient of a free fort somewhere.
Yeah. She does still have a question that she can ask from the last time she had no choice but to pull from the deck.
Yep. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That's a word.
Okay, so it's fun
Yeah.
for me.
So we will hopefully see all of you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Have a wonderful night, everyone.